like best games of all time again, because obviously, like whenever there's a Zelda, you can just flip a coin and see if it's probably one of the best games of all time.
What
That's
if
fair.
it's the Dark Souls of Zelda?
What?
You know, Breath of the Wild was the Dark Souls of Zelda.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, it was. The article said so.
It's more like it's not. I can agree to disagree with the article, except I can't because the article is bullshit. It is not the Dark Souls of Zelda. It's the Skyrim of Zelda. That much I can give it.
Hi, Mom.
I mean, fair enough. Hello, people watching.
Hi.
I thought I'd let you finish your conversation about Zelda before I told you we were live.
You fool! I have notifications on. It went bling bling.
Damn it. I thought I got away with it too. Alright, who wants to do the recap? And if not, I can do a recap. It's up to you guys.
Onwards, elephant.
It's always elephant.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I do have notes still. So last session was us finally storming Diablomon's castle building thing. I remember briefly being described as a white thing with lots of pillars and a metallic hatch on top and some tubes coming from everywhere. I don't know if it's medieval looking or more modern, but it's quite unique at the very least.
It's kind of a mix.
Yeah, kind of a mad scientist sort of thing going on. As soon as we entered said building, we activated a trap. Who could have seen this coming? Certainly not us. And we got separated from our army, which was left on its own outside, while we had to face Higaki and his partner, as well as Diablomon that showed up at some point. We saw Gaiomon being tortured, as he's been for quite a few episodes now, I think. When has he been kidnapped? At least
Don't worry
10.
about it.
Yeah, so
Let's not think about it.
let's not think about how much the boy has been suffering. Yeah, so we've been confronting Higaki and particularly Kagayaki, as they've been pals for once upon a time. They've been exchanging pleasantries and blame game, the blame game that Higaki played to see that he's better than him and he would never do anything quite as horrible as Kagayaki, even though his victim is that's being tortured is right there in the same room, but that doesn't count. Yeah, so some convincing quote unquote took place, which involves fighting because we are in anime world. Sonia got separated from the rest, trying to save the rest of the army, and don't remember how we deactivated the trap. It was probably on the machine somewhere. That was pretty easily dealt with actually. So as far as trap goes, yeah, that wasn't that big of a deal. Yeah, the army was dealing with a counter army of Caramon clones? Question mark. The Caramon family. They were handling themselves pretty well until Diablomon showed up and stabbed Digimon in the back straight up. Sonia was a little bit pissed, but we didn't really have time to dwell on this because it's pretty much a very chaotic scene. She managed to teleport herself and Diablomon away in a cool series of teleport back and forth to action scene. It just until they went completely in an area completely void of any other influence. But she got herself captured pretty quickly. And met Nemosimon, and they had a whole talk at this point in time, which she revealed how useless he was, and he couldn't do much to help. But a plan was formed that we could snatch the memories that he was supposed to give him, to give the Diablomon back right at the last possible moment, so that he doesn't get what he wants and that he doesn't continue with his plan, which would possibly involve the end of the world. Most absolutely, definitely, actually. So we'll have to see how that goes. Meanwhile, the fight raged on with Higeki and Kagayaki, and they managed to solve their differences somewhat. They managed to talk, at the very least, which is progress. I think he chilled out a little bit. I don't remember if he downright became a good guy or anything, but that's at least he's not trying to murder us.
I think he started having an existential crisis because of his memories not being correct.
Yes, that's right. We did confront him about the contradiction between what he remembers and what the reality was. Since we've been revealing that Menno Simon could, in fact, alter memories, and he's been doing that to half the cast, apparently. So, no, he's a busy boy. And that was pretty much the gist of all the fighting until the very end, where Steel Greymon showed up, evolved into Black War Steel Greymon X Metal Mode 30 thing. What? How is he here? When did he come back? Wasn't he dead? To answer these questions and more, tune in to this week's episode of Digimon Vortex. Bum, 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 bum.
We really need like an opening theme song.
We're all going to die.
Right, thanks, Sonia. Please mark a potential for your lovely recap,
Sure.
if you'd like to. I don't know how close to death you are.
I mean, I'm fine. If there's really only 5, 6, 7 episodes, I think I'll be fine.
Okie dokie.
Unless I roll really poorly in the next few episodes, which isn't impossible, but
Yeah, I know everybody else is much closer to quote unquote death. We have
Yep.
Taisto, who is literally one track away from choosing death. Kagayaki, who is less than one track away from choosing death. So yeah. Nobody's put music on today, so it's going to be a very quiet session.
I can put something, but yeah.
We'll
I'll see what.
kick things off where we left things last session. The containment tank that was containing Gaiomon and extracting his X antibody. It buzzed and it whirred, and lightning struck it, and the glass exploded everywhere, and smoke unveiled dramatically from the machine, and 2 silhouettes were seen inside. First was Gaiomon, who was collapsed, and the second was Black Steel Greymon X Antibody 3.0. He's standing in that cool dramatic pose where his back's turned towards you but his face isn't. He lets out his mask opens slightly, and he breathes out this purple miasma. He unfurls what looks to be some kind of jetpack wings from his back. What do you guys do? This is Kagayaki and Taisto in the scene.
Die, I guess. I don't.
Would you say I activated my crest last episode?
I think we agreed that you did activate your crest last episode.
Lovely. I always have to ask. In the most user-friendly headphone experience possible.
Sorry, has he? So he hasn't been aggressive towards us, or displayed that he's going to, murder us in 5 seconds if we don't immediately punch him in the face. Is that
I
right?
mean, it is one of the biggest fucking
Yes, I
assholes in
know.
the entire campaign.
I know. I was the one. I was there when I personally defeated
Zex.
him last time. Yes.
Zex. It's really funny. If I had actually taken the condition last episode, I would have evolved.
Oh my god.
Okay, so let's see. Why don't you evolve, Kageyaki? What's blocking
That's a
your
very
evolution?
fucking good question. That's an incredibly good question. What the fuck is blocking it?
Like, you managed to reach, like, Matadormon in the previous session. What's
Yes.
blocking you from reaching Granddaddy Dracmon?
I have no idea. Straight up. Like, that's one of the hardest activations of the crest I've done.
Maybe it's because you're so baffled by the idea that, you know, Steel Greymon's back, that, you know, it takes you completely by surprise. It's not something you calculated for.
Ah, yes. So first I need to comprehend how the fuck you made it back.
Yes, exactly.
That might take a while, depending on the explanation you give.
Ha.
The fact, just to
Hi,
remind
Blackwater
you,
Grimon, somehow return.
just to remind you the facts that we had in the previous session, which was slightly missed from Elephant's recap. Along the sides of the walls before this happened, there were canisters filled with data, which you assumed was a power source for the machine, and those are now empty. That is your clue.
Steel Greymon, how can it be that you're back? I
X
saw you
antibody.
Die. X antibody. I saw you die. Paramount took you away after we worked so hard to, you know, actually save you, you know, because we were the good guys.
Diaboromon gave me a second chance. His claws extend out.
Oh, don't do this, dude, bro.
Your lives for mine. And I'll be carrying out his plan. It's not just your lives I'll be taking. For everyone is now beneath me.
Kayaki opens a portal below
like-
Gaiomon.
Looks down at Gaiomon, kicks him hard in the stomach.
I tried.
Pathetic demigod.
Aw, don't be like this. Steel Greymon or whatever you are now, Steel War Steel Greymon of X Antibody 5000. If I were you, I wouldn't be going around threatening to take over the world, because we have our track record against these sorts of destroyers is actually pretty good. You don't want to get on a bad side.
Oh, but I do.
I'm sure you do.
I tried.
You
All right.
stood in my way far too long, Digidestined.
Yeah, you're a
He
bit of an
opens his
asshole.
mouth, and miasma pours out in a big plume of smoke. This purple gust of chemicals just spews out. You see it coming towards you, Tyster. You're the closest at the moment, and it's melting away the floor and corrupting various things in the environment. And it's also blocking your vision. What do you do?
I think. Oh Jesus. He used to be such a good guy, just building.
Nope.
He used to be
construction
such
guy.
a good guy.
Never. Not once in his fucking
He's probably
life.
more irredeemable than like Caramon.
No, he's not. He's definitely not more more irredeemable than Karamon.
No. Keramon has a reason for doing what he's doing.
To be fair, so does Steel Greymon. Just, you know, it's not
Fight
a very good
loving
one.
still Greymon X antibody.
His original reason was I'm racist. His new reason
Yes,
is
I
I'm
know.
better than everyone.
I'm
know.
racist.
I
I'm
know,
also
that-
racist now.
Yes, I know. It's
He's
it's
literal Seraphimon.
That doesn't mean he doesn't have a reason. He has a reason, just a very shitty one.
Yeah, it's just that Diablomon has a
A very bad
valid reason.
No, he doesn't. he definitely does not have a valid reason for everything he's doing. Anyway, I think Flame Wizardmon just steps in front of Daisto and tries to ward off the miasma with like this kind of a shield of flame, since I'm the only one who doesn't get to evolve or something.
How do you not
we kind
evolve?
of
That's weird.
go back. No, I did all kinds of completely reckless shit last session. I didn't get to evolve. Anyway,
I mean, standing in front of
as we
corrupting
withdraw-
purple miasma from a mega level Digimon, that's courageous. Please roll to Digivolve, and then we'll roll to unleash your powers and see if you can stop the miasma.
no.
Or if you
Oh,
just
no.
fucking die because you don't evolve.
Yeah, it's possible. Like it's not. It's more likely than not that I'm going to evolve, but you know, 6+1.
Oh my
Do not
god,
Oh my
that's
gosh.
Can I give him to Tim?
I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, you can only give him one, unfortunately. So Taisto, tell us why you might be struggling to Digivolve past Flame Wizardmon.
I don't know.
Scared
Uh,
shitless.
Yeah, maybe. Like,
it-
because we've been here once. When, like, the last time we encountered Steel Greymon X antibody was when Steel Greymon X antibody came around and started, you know, kicking names and taking ass in Digimon's village, and it took us an evolution to ultimate level in order to beat him. To be fair, it was completely trivial after we did evolve, but we thought that we'd vanquished him for good, or well, Karamon had vanquished him for good for us, and instead he's now here in the flesh / steel / X antibody / war in front of us, and he's threatening to destroy the world, which he actually was not too far from achieving last time in his previous form. So maybe we're just afraid. So I think we see that as a Flame Wizardman tries to ward off the miasma, we're just backing away from it, trying to show a brave face, but failing at it because we're actually very afraid. Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, so you're showing a brave face, but you're actually very afraid. So your Digivice like lights up, and then just it goes like the little like 3 beeps that just tell you it's not working,
Thanks.
and powers down. And then Flawizardmon steps in front of the miasma to try and dissipate some of it and protect you. I would say that it's unleash your powers, but I will allow you to spin it as a defend somebody roll if you want to say that you're also protecting Kagayaki and Higeki.
Am I though? Do I really want to do that? Well, fine. Yes, we're actually trying. Like, I didn't really think it was just, you know, to protect Daisto. It was to try and establish this like safe zone behind them, while we figure out what's going on and try to protect. Well, if Kagayaki and Higeki, who are currently much more powerful than I am, need some protection, then yeah,
No,
sure.
Technically, Higeki is weaker than you right now.
I'm sure he'll get over it. He'll get
He also
better.
can't lift with his leg.
Yeah, he can't lift with his legs anymore. He's lost them.
But he has achieved nirvana. He can lift his legs.
8 on the defend roll. Hey.
Hey, at least it is a success.
Yes.
So on an 8-9, you protect them, but you expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation in some way. And on a hit, I believe you take one of the options, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, keep them safe and choose one. So, do you want to add team to the pool? Do you
I'll
want
let team to the pool.
Okie dokie.
Yep.
We were
The other options
at the
don't
last
seem
session
appropriate.
on Team 7. I'm going to choose to carry that across, so we're on Team 8 now.
I
Have a
appreciate
lot of
that
team.
so much.
Let's
Oh,
collect
we're
them
going
all.
to fucking need that.
The scene didn't technically end, so you get to keep the team.
Hey.
Cool. So you have 8 team. Yeah, you spin your matchstick staffs around, blowing a gap between the miasma and your team. But you see it, Taisto. Your Digivice failing, and then seeing the matchsticks start to disintegrate from the miasmic corruption. It's unnerving and makes you feel insecure that maybe you can't protect everybody today. Maybe rushing headfirst into this wasn't the best idea. And
Rushing
those-
headfirst to what? We haven't done that yet.
You rushed headfirst into this trap. But yeah, I want you to mark insecure, please.
Oh, okay. Fine.
Feel free to spin it your own way. That's just the way that I thought I'd spin it.
It's fine. We'll go with insecure. At least it's not afraid.
Yeah, I was considering marking afraid, and then I was like, no, Taisto likes to punch things. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt for a bit.
Yeah, with my adult level Digimon against that.
We
Hey.
do need an adult.
Kageaki, you see Flay Wizardmon holding back the miasma, but just barely holding it back, creating an opportunity, a window for you to act. Your vision is blocked off from Black Steel Greymon X Antibody 3.0, and you can't see him because of the big, thick purple miasma that he's just released. What do you do? Do you run? Do you escape? Do you charge headfirst in? What's the plan?
How long does it seem like he'll be able to hold out?
Not very long at all. It's a mega level attack versus a champion level attack, so he's basically holding it off to protect you guys.
Well, I'm going to need some information to work on.
You
So
have a small amount of time to assess the situation if you'd like to.
I was going to ask Higeki actually.
Oh, okay.
So while Kagayaki is asking Higeki, Matadormon will send some clones over to Flare Wizardmon to help. You know, Shadow Clone Jutsu, it's significantly safer to have the clones hold it back.
Shadow Clone Jutsu, sacrifice a few clones, you know, that's how it always is. Out of curiosity...
Hi.
Yes, he is. Okay, so... Matadormon rushes forward and tries to help. How does he blow back some of this miasma and help Flay Wizardmon?
He can try to use digicode, I guess, to try and break down the miasma at least a bit.
Sure.
So that just enough to be able to hold it back more.
Cool. Could you give me a Unleash Your Powers roll, please?
I don't know, could I? We're about to find out. +3. It would be +4, but I am not allowed nice things.
By the way, you guys rolled way too many successes last session, so it only makes sense that you'll roll a bunch of fails today.
The universe is consistent.
Octo, it's temporary.
Yeah, so you managed to hold off the miasma a bit better, but it's still only temporary. It's filling the room. Once there isn't enough space for more gas to go on Gaiamon's side of the room, it'll start spewing over into your side, basically.
Meanwhile, Kagayaki grabs Higeki. How is Higeki? How is he looking?
His eyes are wide, he looks terrified, and also is having an existential crisis, muttering under his breath, "No, it can't be right, that's not real. I know what I know, I know what I know." And he's mumbling ramblings to himself in an insane kind of way.
Yeah, so he grabs him firmly by the shoulders to snap him out of it. Higeki! Higeki! What's going on? How is he back? How do we deal with him? You're a part of this. You have to know something.
Karamon, gave me the data to extract the digicore to put it in a new host. This must have been the host that he was talking about. He must have been present in the code that powered the machine. That's the only explanation. I thought we were just extracting the X antibody and we'd put it inside a different host. I thought he meant him, but it mustn't have been him. It all makes sense now. Caramon's plan.
Does it?
So all this
Sorry,
time...
sorry for the back row as well. What is Caramon's plan?
So all this time, he hasn't been killing them. He has been taking their data to use it later.
Seems that way, he says. But it makes the most sense to use this Digimon. After all, Caramon plans to infect this world. And this Digimon's plague spreader. Just look at it.
I see. Thank you, Higeki. I knew I would count on you. Now, I understand how he came back.
Wow. Wow. I have no other words. Wow.
Wow.
Okay, how do we deal with him though?
You might have to assess the situation and find that out.
Well, last time I punched him really hard and he died.
Understood.
Well, didn't die.
Well, my Digivice should activate any minute now since I figured out how he came back, but let's assess the situation as well. Press the 2. Nope, that's a funf.
Yeah, the thick miasma fills the air, and your visor can't even read through it. It's that thick. You like scan it, and it's just coming back with a whole bunch of read errors. The one thing that you do notice, though, is it scans the actual miasma itself, and a whole bunch of warning errors pop up, and an entry for the X program pops up in your visor.
X program, not X antibody?
X program.
No, yeah, I know. He said it out loud so that Dorman could have more PTSD.
Yeah, he has a huge PTSD attack.
I'll have to snap him out of it now.
Oh no, that's bad. Oh, that's bad. That's genocide mechanics.
And because you acquired this information, I know you failed the roll, but I wanted to give you bad information, terrifying information. Please give me a roll to Digivolve, because you scanned the situation, you asked what was going on, you figured out how he came back. That's kind of knowledgeable.
Alright, I figured I would just get to evolve since I met the conditions to evolve. Okay? Acht.
Hey,
I evolve anyways!
evolve.
And instead of evolving to Granddaddy Drachmon, for the sake of Gaiomon's mental stability, he evolves into Dorigoramon. Let's not beat the guy while he's down.
Cool, he
Plus,
evolves into Dorogoron.
This is a virus, and Dorigoramon can cleanse.
Is that what Dorogoron can actually do?
I buffed his Brave Metal. It's one of the first. It's like the first thing he did. It's in the permissions as well.
Okay, cool.
It's been there for a while.
I obviously forgot because you haven't turned into him in a while.
Yeah, Granddaddy Drachmon is just so fucking cool.
Wait, where have you put it in the permissions? I don't see it.
It's the first one. Cleansing Brave Metal.
I have the. Oh, sorry, you're Doru Goromon. I thought you were going to. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, sorry. I thought that was your ultimate form. I got confused for a sec.
Yeah, I'm going to Dorigoramon because he's actually useful here, and also because Gaiomon is here. Let's not have the dude have a mental breakdown on top of almost dying. Oh no, he's back.
Okay, so you're Dorogoromon. What does the evolution look like? Obviously, and you obviously had shadow clones out, so what does it look like when they transform as well?
As he reads that the X program is there and he comprehends the gravity of the situation and how this works, he realizes what can help, and his Digivice glows a bright purple. As Matadormon begins to explode into data, his body clad in steel armor, turning into a mighty dragon. Every single clone as well, bursting into data themselves. All of them turning into the same Dorgoramon. Their arms catching flames as they attack the virus directly with cleansing flames. I guess.
Cool. Could you please roll to defend everyone in the room?
Sure I can. At least I hope so. I can also just say fuck it and take condition to make it a 12. It's a +3, right? Like, what the fuck are the chances? It will be fine, so no, I just take a condition. Let's not play with these things. He's going to go ahead and take good old angry.
Wait, why is he
Because-
taking a condition, sorry?
I'll save you.
Oh, using I'll save you. Okay. Cool, so what does it
That's
look like
such a
when you
broken move.
get angry and defend everybody?
Like, this piece of shit is over here, like, he's ruining this. We are so busy already. Diablomon over there could be murdering Sonia as we speak. And this ass had decided to return for literally no reason, just to be an asshole. And righteous fury fills him as the fiery burst from the Dorgoramons just dissipate all the miasma from around them.
Cool. So the miasma dissipates, and we see a Black Steel Greymon X Antibody 3. He's
God damn it.
been charging up his rocket boosters in the miasma, and the moment it clears, boom! He blasts forward at breakneck speed, zipping straight past Taisto and Flawizardmon, going straight for you, as he knows you're the one that can stop his plans. How does Dorugoramon react to that kind of level of speed? It is literally like you blink and he's in front of you type speed. Or Taisto, how does you and Flawizardmon prevent him from getting through to Dorugoramon?
Fuck can we even do?
I spit in him.
Yes, we punch him in midair and it does nothing.
He does a fucking lariat on him.
I don't know, your show for now, Kagayaki.
Alright, so is he charging towards Kagayaki or towards Dorugoramon? Is he trying to pass by Dorugoramon?
Dorugoramon. I think he's screaming like, "How dare you stop my program, you insignificant worm!" And he like boofs in front of him. He's got his claw outstretched behind him, ready to thrust forward and pierce through Dorugoramon.
You fool, it was my after image. The funniest thing is that he can do that. Let's see. He's going to like fall backwards and partially melt into his shadow, so that the blow ends up not hitting him, and in return he's going to do he's trying to do a point blank Dorudin and send shockwaves with his hands right in his chest.
Cool. Could you roll to directly engage a threat, please?
Am I dramatically under fire?
Yeah, why not? You're dramatically under fire.
Yes, sir! Taisa, help!
Let
We
me,
Those
have 8
rolls.
team!
I've been
Come
really
on.
good today.
allow me to contemplate this for a while. On
We
the one
wouldn't
hand, I
want
could
to waste
help.
a team.
We wouldn't want to waste one of our precious 8 team that I've like generated 3 of us. Three for us.
That's actually absolute. I'm going to stop you right there. 9 team.
What?
Defense
9.
succeeded.
Oh, right, true. Fuck.
So yeah,
We could
9.
get to, like, if we don't use any of the team, we could get to 10 team. When have we ever had 10 team? Just
Think about it,
imagine.
Kageki.
Think how much of like team players and how good our team interactions we go to 10 team.
You die, we're all going to die.
Surely it is an award once we reach 10.
Right, I think we're gonna try and help Kagayaki a bit. Just as like Steel Grayman is going to throw some like wrenches into the spanners. There's like a shout of like, "Don't forget about me!" and Flame Wizardman appears behind Steel War Greymon X
3.
Antibody 5003 and launches himself at his back and tries to drive one of his matchstick staffs to a gap in his armor and like try to burn it out as a distraction while Kagayaki saves the day.
Surely that's courageous.
That is very much courageous.
Thank you. What do you think?
I'm feeling generous today.
No, I know you are. That's a 13.
You get to warp Digivolve. Please tell us what it looks like.
Jesus! Holy fuck!
Alright, so Flame Wizardmon like lands on Steel War Greymon X Antibody 3's back, and with his like "Don't forget about me," and he drives the matchstick staff to a gap in his like, let's say, neck armor or something like that, and these like huge flames burst out, and Flame Wizardman goes like, "I took you out once before," and then there's this bright light as, oh, ow, Elephant, thank you, thank
No
you,
problem.
Elephant. And there's this huge bright light as this explosive evolutionary energy flows everywhere, and in just a moment, instead of Flame Wizardmon, there's medieval Dukemon holding out
Medical.
like, no, medieval Dukemon.
PhD.
MD, holding Steel War Greymon X Antibody 3 up with one of his arms, and he finished the sentence, which I already forgot, with something cool like
It was "Don't forget about me."
don't forget about I took you out once before, and I'm not and he finished it with something cool like and I'm not above doing it again. And then he punches Steel War Greymon X Antibody 3 for good measure.
Because that bumps up Kageyaki's result to a 7, which is a
Yes.
mixed result. Kageyaki,
I'm going
please
to go
choose 2 options from the list, and bear in mind that because Taisto
do.
helped you, he's going to share in the consequences.
I get to choose 2 with 7?
Oh, sorry, choose 1 of the options.
I was about to say, like, how generous are you feeling today?
Obviously, I'm the most generous GM there is, so...
I am going to go ahead and say that by launching him upwards with the shockwaves, we resist or avoid his blows. Let's not get whooped right after we evolve.
Cool. So I think like medieval Dukemon just slams down on his head, and it causes his hand to lower, so that it's not going directly for Dorogoramon's chest, and then Dorogoromon like sends out that shockwave, and it like pushes him backwards, and he slides along the ground, and comes to a halt. He looks pissed. Like, miasma's just steaming out of his mouth. His eyes are glowing red. There's like various little metallic devices across his body that are starting to light up in bright red too. And he says,
You chosen ones and your fancy schmancy digivices. You didn't earn that digivolution. You're just posers, pretenders, with a handicap. But
You talk too much.
I know how to get to you, he says.
he like clamps his hands together and starts spinning, and he juts out of the top of the roof of the building, creating a small hole where he's just tornadoed his way out. He's floating above the complex. We see him look down upon the war outside. There are several Keramon battling with several Digimon that you brought with you. You noticed a distinct lack of Digimon in the crowd because he's dead.
Let's not notice that yet.
We see him pool energy together in his hands, raise it high above his head as it expands into a large black ball of energy. What do you do?
Not so fast. From medieval Dukemon as he launches himself up in the air, and he has pinpoint accuracy. He launches him towards Steel War Greymon X Antibody 3.
I think you're
Lovely
regretting calling him that
3000.
now, aren't you?
With-
You're regretting that.
which is halberd high in an attack in order to disrupt him and keep the fight between us. Not so fast! I am your opponent now! He screams as he brings the halberd down, or up, depending on how you look at it, towards Steel War Greymon X Antibody 3. I mean, right at his chest, where I remember last time, exploded him.
So, bear in mind two things, right? He's now holding a ginormous ball of energy above his head.
Yes.
If you strike him in the chest, there is a good chance he will drop it, and it will land on the complex below you, where currently Kageyaki, Dorogoromon, and an unconscious Gaiomon are, as well as Higeki. If he throws
Not
it,
if I-
he's going to throw it into the war. So I just want to tell you the consequences ahead of time. Like, if this goes badly, it might hurt somebody.
We'll see. If I can take something from them, can't I? Haha. If this is, directly engaging a threat, which I thought I was describing, but we'll see.
I'd say take his pride, but he has none of it at this point.
You're technically protecting the Digimon he's going to throw this Gaia Force at. So I would personally think it's a defend, but I'm happy for you to spin it in a way that it's directly engaged if you want.
Well, I was gonna follow up, like if the attack with the halberd succeeds, I was going to follow up with taking away the attack and unleashing it again on him, to eliminate him. The point here is to eliminate the threat, not to necessarily try and avoid, casualties, which is
Okay,
Always
so,
a
so,
thing.
so now that that's clear, directly engage a threat, because now we've established
worst
there
roll,
can
but-
be casualties. I just wanted to tell you ahead of time, there could be casualties. I don't want you to like roll the dice, and then there'd be loads of collateral damage. You'd be like, what the hell?
yes, we'll see. Whoop. Fuck.
I make it a 7!
Thank you.
Dorgoramon isn't having any of this right now. The X program is not coming back from this asshat. He immediately sends his clones upwards. And Os loves to fight Greymon of Metal 5000.35. Tries to send it towards a PhD Gilmon. Jesus. He buries 2 brave metals right in his back
Cool.
to keep him from moving.
So that bumps him up to 7. Taisto, pick one of the options.
Right, I want to take away his attack, and so with I think he may have like dodged Medieval Dukemon's initial attack, but then with Durugoramon coming to help, he kind of has to. He's occupied on 2 fronts, so he loses control of his what even is it, metallic Gaia Force? I don't know. And
Hades Force.
yes, and Medieval Dukemon raises his like entire arm high up and seizes control of the destructive energies in the attack, and it starts to dissolve into this stream of energy that spins around Medieval Dukemon's hand in this like giant circle, with crackling everywhere and scorching Medieval Dukemon as he tries to wrestle for the control. And then the mass of energy starts like taking shape, and it spreads these draconic wings as it turns into this image of a wyvern that Medieval Dukemon directs with a heavy swing of his arm at Steel War Greymon X Antibody 3.
We did this to ourselves.
Yes. And this energy, Gaia energy, dragon like shoots forward and tackles the opponent and drives him into a mountainside where it explodes in a shower of destruction and scorching energy and everything. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
It's
Cool.
okay, you can explode him, those are clones.
So because you didn't choose resist or avoid their blows,
Yes.
I'm going to say that when you like force him into a nearby mountain and it goes boom, you didn't account for how large this energy, it was really dense negative energy that he was pulling above his head. You didn't realize that, and so the explosion is much larger than you anticipated, and the shockwave from it actually hits you, Medieval Dukemon and Durugoramon. So I'd like you both to take a powerful blow, please. And it is not
Can I
from
say-
somebody who is stronger than you.
Yes, I know.
Can I say no?
You can say no. Doesn't change the fact that you're taking a
That is
powerful blow.
a 9. That is a 9.
That is a
Just barely.
7-7 Ariru! Can I give him a team to make it a 10?
No, you cannot. I refuse.
The Goramon's
I got one,
clones
I'll
use
take
medieval
one with
Dukemon's
you.
shield!
Okay, so both of you please choose an option from the 7 to 9 list on Take a Powerful Blow. You can either lash out verbally to provoke somebody to foolhardy action, or take advantage of your influence to inflict a condition on one of them. You may give ground so your opposition gains an opportunity against you, and you may struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
We're going to struggle past the pain. So with the energy having scorched us, and this shockwave of the explosion wrecking us, you kind of see that as the dust settles, we see that Steel War Greymon X Antibody 3 kind of like clears out of the rubble or something, and we go like, what? Nani? Even that powerful attack wasn't enough to stop him. How can we ever stop him? And then we're gonna take Insecure and Hopeless because we didn't.
Didn't you already
the
have
threat
Insecure
immediately.
taken?
I
You
rolled
gave it to
13.
him.
I rolled 13 on the warp, so
Oh, it
that
was-
means I get to.
We changed the rule, remember? It was you either warp
It's one
or
of the
you
two.
take get rid of a
Oh,
condition.
either or.
Yeah.
Okay. In that case,
In that case, you
we're
got a
also
10,
going to
but
mark.
I'm gonna like
Yes.
hand wave that.
Yes. We're going to mark. Don't want to mark afraid.
I know, right? I have news for you. I'm also very much marking afraid.
I'm not marking afraid. We're gonna mark guilty because we, you know. It surely was someone's favorite mountain that we just leveled. I'm sure someone loved it very much.
Alright.
Maybe you feel guilty because you stopped him before and didn't finish the job last time, and Caramon managed to use him against you again. Maybe that's why you're feeling guilty.
Sure, let's go with that. That sounds much better.
Alright. And on me side, I am going to take afraid for reasons I don't think I have to explain. And I'm also going to take guilty on behalf of Dorigoramon, because if he had done his fucking job as a civilian in the previous world, this would not be thing.
Cool. So yeah, the dust clears and Black Steel Greymon X Antibody 3.0 10,000 Mark II is still alive and kicking. The dust sort of settles and he's already rocketing back towards you. But because we've had a lot of screen time in this fight, I would like to cut back to Sonia.
Elephant's death scene.
Elephant's death.
Hello,
Hello.
I am the death.
So when we last saw you, you were strapped to a table and having your memories extracted by Nemesimon.
Regular today.
He was saying that he needs to deliver these directly to Caramon as part of his deal, so that he isn't disintegrated as part of the contract. What was it that you guys were going to do next? He released you from your bindings and sent you on your way, last I remember.
Yes, we were going to give him the memories as the contract demands, since there's magical bullshit going on and breaking the contract isn't an option. However, the very instant we're going to give the memories back to him and the contract is fulfilled, Nemo Simon is going to modify those memories so that they're not pure anymore and they're basically like unusable or something, so that he can't continue with his plans, hopefully, if I remember things well.
Cool, that sounds good. So you guys are heading back towards the fray. I'm assuming you're going to use portal to teleport. I think before you leave, you exit the building to sort of get your bearings of where you are, and you see Astamon on the horizon running towards you.
Hey.
He does like a heel step, screeching halt as he comes towards you, and he says, "Sonia, it's dangerous. They've released it."
Released it already?
The plan, Caramon's plan, it's come to fruition. He's releasing the virus. You have to help the others.
Was quicker than I thought, but how about you, Nemo Simon? Do you have to give them, give Diablomon his dues now, or?
I have to give it to him as soon as it's ready. It is the only way.
How much time do we still have?
So long as I make progress towards Diaboramon, it shouldn't be an issue.
Okay, since they need my help, I think I'll have to go. But stall for time as much as possible. You think you can do that?
I'll try my best, he says.
How long do you think you can still hold?
Well, I still have to get to Diaboromon, right? He never said the route I had to take. If you don't
Okay.
use your portals on me, I have to take the long route. That isn't my fault now, is it? He says. And you can tell he's smiling beneath his mask at you. In like a cheeky way.
Astamon, you still have the communication device Kagayaki gave you?
Of course. I keep it in
Could
my
you-
coat pocket, he says. He like pulls out like a stopwatch shaped device that Kageyaki's given him as a communicator.
Could you perhaps give it to Nemo Simon? I think he's going to need it more than you at this point. Could you warn us if anything goes wrong or if you meet Diablomon?
Very well. But there is one thing
Thank you.
you should know. Diaboromon is still fighting with lovely Angemon. He hands the pocket watch over to Nemesimon as he says this. And the
Yes.
boundaries of the dark area have collapsed. Our people are now free.
Well, I imagine it's a good thing. We've been trying to do this for a long time.
Yes, but not everyone in the dark area is pure of heart, as Anubismon might say. And on top of that, well, Anubismon isn't going to be very happy that his prison is open and the jail prisoners are running free.
Oh, there's so many things. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for later. Hopefully, he'll still wait a little bit before going crazy. Okay, I'll leave you to it, and I'll try and join up with lovely Angemon, and do what I can. What about you, Astamon? What do you plan on doing?
He has two options in his mind, right? He can either accompany Nemesimon or accompany you, because he believes in both Pillowmon and Nemesimon and wants to help them in any way he can. So if you can convince him enough, he could probably accompany you if you'd like. Or if you don't want him to be in danger, because, you know, Diaboromon,
Yeah, that's true.
he can stay behind and make sure that Nemesimon makes it to his destination, otherwise he dies.
Okay. Well, here's what I think. I think I'd rather have him go with Nemno Simon, not necessarily because it would be more in danger with me, though it's also part of it, but because if he's coming with me, that would mean that it would make it very obvious that it betrayed Diablomon right away, and that maybe we have planned something with the other guy, since they've been master and student this whole time. But if we keep the facade going for a little while longer, maybe he won't notice anything wrong, even though he's a smart boy. So yeah, I think it's a smarter play overall to have him accompany Nemo Simon just in case. But yeah.
Sure. He says, I'll stay behind with Nemesimon. He needs all the help he can get to reach Diaboromon without any hassle. If anything hinders him, he's as good as gone, and he's our only hope of restoring the digital world if anything bad were to happen to it.
Yeah, make sure he's fine. But don't overdo it.
We'll
Don't,
take our
you know-
time, he says.
Thank you.
I am going to start a... This is sort of a weird thing, but I'm going to start like a clock. It's going to have 4
Ooh.
segments to it.
Oh boy.
As consequences, I might fill in some segments on that clock, and if it fills, that is when
fuck.
Nemesimon is going to reach Diaboromon and hand him the vial.
I like that. That's a cool mechanic.
Cool.
Okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. Hopefully, we don't fuck things up right away.
No promises.
Okay.
So how do you get to the fray? Are you going to see lovely Andromon, or are you going to see Kageki and Taisto and whatnot?
Well, me on my own, I don't think I could do much to help them, so I probably should go for Love the Angemon, which could be closer anyway, right? Can I sense where she is, since, we can see through each other's eyes and whatnot?
Yeah, you see through her eyes. You like blink, and then your eyes go pink, and then you immediately see through her gaze. Her vision is blurry, but you see that she's on the ground. She's panting. Diaboromon has a hand clasped over her chest and pushing her into the ground. He's on top of her,
That's not good.
saying some evil spiel that you sort of cut into in the middle. And then, "You shall never stand in my way again." He raises his hand up, and it glows bright pink. What do you do?
Well, I guess I teleport right in this very dramatic moment. Yes. Not if I have anything to say about it. Just go in between the Diablomon and Lovely Angemon, and maybe start using or loading a shield of light, if I may. Try and push back against whatever deadly attack he has planned.
Cool. What, so how are you pushing back against his deadly attack?
Charging a barrier of light. That's probably going to be a holy power roll.
Yeah, let's
I would
roll
guess,
holy power.
Yeah.
So I think the
Holy-
moment you enter the scene, your Digivice starts glowing and charging up lovely Angemon, making her stronger. You hear her go,
Only one.
"Sonia, you came! You're all right!"
Yes, I did. Don't worry. I'm there for you. And I will roll this dice. Right now, I'm +1, I think, yes. Hopefully that goes well. Since I don't have any team that I can use, since I'm on my own. Go. 7. Woo!
Cool. On a 7, you mark a condition, but you hold 3 for the scene.
That is perfectly fine by me.
Which condition do you mark, and why do you mark it?
It would either be afraid or insecure. Afraid makes some sense because I just jumped in the middle of a big attack. Yeah.
Cool.
Directly engage. That would be pretty bad. Defend, insecure, that would be pretty bad too. Can I spin my way in taking insecure, since that's probably
Yeah,
more.
you can take insecure. You're not sure you can stand up to Diaboromon alone. In fact, you
Yeah.
know that you can't stand up to Diaboromon alone. He's that strong.
Yep. Yeah, I'd rather have that minus than the other one.
Cool. So I'm assuming you're using
Okay.
a powerful aura that will hold back. Sorry, that's not weak or mundane threat. Sorry. Which one are you using? Shielding. Putting a protective barrier to defend someone. So could you please roll plus unique to defend lovely Angemon with a barrier?
Yes, I will. I will take a hold, so I'm putting 2 now. Unique is +3. But since it's concerned lovely Angemon, do I have an additional +1?
Yes, you have influence over lovely Angemon. So
Yeah, well, full house tonight, baby. 12, yeah. Yeah, figured as much.
nice. On a hit, you choose one from the list, and you keep everybody safe involved. Tell us what it looks like and which option you choose.
Okay.
Are you going to make team? Oh no, you can't make it 10. Damn it! It's gone on to 7.
Yeah. Reuse the team real quick. I can't really take influence of a lovely Angemon, so that would be silly. Clear condition, not the one I just took. Sunrun +12. That's a critical, so it's pretty good. So it will be a team, and wait, no, it's 1. 7 + 9. So it's just 1. Okay, clear condition might be good. Yeah. Okay. So I appear from the darkness right as the hand of the devil is about to strike lovely Angemon, and my holy aura that I've charged for a while before just burst into a shield, which comes into contact with Diablomon's hand, pushing it back ever so slightly. Of course, his mighty strength could probably easily crush said little bubble, but thanks to the power of the trust in lovely Angemon and Sonia that they mutually have, and the hope and light and good feelings that she suddenly has for seeing when she sees that Sonia is not only alive but right there to protect her at this critical moment. The aura is 10 times stronger than usual, and as lovely Angemon regains her composure and stands up on her 2 feet, they yell together in unison as the barrier pushes back, and they create enough of a distance that they no longer are into range of Diablomon's attack. Is being sent flying in the air, probably a couple meters away.
Cool. The crack in space that lovely Angemon came through with Diaboromon is just behind you. You could escape through it if you want, or you can stay here and try to stand your ground against Diaboromon X alone.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a great idea. Sounds. You know what? Okay. Well, he's not going to kill me. He loves me. So I'm probably going to take that bet for a little while longer and whisper to lovely Angemon, or I don't know if we can directly communicate with our feelings in our minds, thanks to our, special bond with tamers.
I'll hand wave and say, yeah, you can totally read each other's minds.
Thank you.
can
Power
definitely
of bullshit.
She can definitely feel your feelings because that's how evolution works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She can understand the intentions.
Mm-hmm. And so I'll probably try and communicate to her quickly that the others are in dire need of help, and that the plan has been set in motion. The virus is propagating, and we need to stop it as soon as possible. But also, lovely Angemon, tell the others to that we have a plan, and we only have a little bit of time, a very strict window of time when we can put it into motion. Warn the others. I'm sure you know what you're talking about, but in such a way that Diablomon doesn't really hear what's going on. Obviously, that would be awkward.
Cool.
So just basically tell lovely Angemon, tell the others that we have something planned and try to take care of whatever this is causing that virus.
Cool. So we're going to have a cool scene change here, where lovely Angemon gives you a nod, and she unfurls her wings and bursts towards the gap in space-time. She juts through the gap and comes out on the other side. We hear the as Medieval Dukemon, Dorogoromon, and Black Steel Greymon X Antibody 3.0 3000 Mach 2 slam into each other and throw explosions and blasts in the air at each other. We see lovely Angemon swiftly dodge out of the way of a dark Gaia force flying through the air, and purges one of them with her holy light as she joins Dorogoromon and Medieval Dukemon on the battlefield. She conveys the message that Sonia has given you.
Wait, she's alone?
Yeah, she's come alone.
Oh no. Oh no. Fuck! Why do you do this?
Mother Goose is being stressed out right now.
Yes! God damn it! Okay, we gotta beat his ass yesterday then, and get there immediately. Okay, okay. Will we be staying or are you going back immediately? Because
Ah, I will go. I will stay as long as Sonia is still can still handle herself. I can sense where she is, so I'll be. If I leave all of a sudden, know that things are pretty bad. But for now, I'm right here. To help.
okay. And no offense, but Golf Mondoko.
Good question.
I figured you'd have waking her up by now. That doesn't matter.
Alright. Well, with the three of our Digimon here, we should probably deal with this first, and then go and see about the other thing.
Yes, ASAP.
Right. So, can we get a cool team shot of the three Digimon posing to attack?
Yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah.
All right.
We're about to run out of them.
Partners of the chosen ones. Attack! And we should all go and try and smite this motherfucker to yesterday, or last week, or actually let's smite him to like 2 years ago or something like that, when he was still only racist.
Okay, let's retcon the fact that he came back, and okay, we already beat him actually.
With the power of punching, the power of violence, we send you back. All right, so maybe Medieval Digimon takes the point, and we're actually all more or less humanoid shaped.
Yes.
Interesting.
Pile driver.
I think we get this. We might get this like as the three Digimon pose for a second and then shoot out. I think we might get this like cool shot of us all landing on different sides of Black Steel War Greymon X Antibody
Who loves
3.
fighting.
And then we get this like spinning shot of that like gets closer and closer to the action as the three as all of us like attack him at the same time, and we get this huge like choreography of him trying to ward off each of our attacks, because conservation ninjas is against us in this one, and yeah, we work together for once.
I think because this is an anime, you quote unquote work together, but on screen you come at him one at a time, and so it's like
Yes,
a cool
of course,
fight
yes,
where
yes.
he like does some martial arty moves where he like slashes at Medieval Digimon and defends against the axe and throws him to one side, but then he gets kicked in the face by lovely Angemon, but he grabs the leg and flings her, and then Dorogoromon stabs him with his claws, and then Medieval Digimon like clangs him in the back. Like he's like trying to fight all three of you at once, but it's like the cool anime one at a time fight type of thing going on.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yes, because it's way too difficult to do choreography for actual simultaneous attacks.
Here's the funny part. Dorogoromon is teleporting in and out of there, so it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
He's like melting into shadows and popping out of his right, punching him, and then teleporting away as someone else comes.
Yeah, and Medieval Digimon is taking blows with his armor and using magic to like ward him off again, so throw him back as he continues his attacks with his halberd.
We should probably roll to directly engage a threat at this point.
Maybe we should do that at some point. I was waiting for Elephant to describe the cool ways that signify how lovely Angemon fights.
They are enough.
Well, I can as well chime in. Lovely Angemon, just as the tomboy princess that she is, just punches everything in the way. And when she sees that one of you is faltering or being or being a little bit tired, she's also going to punch the Dorogomon and Medieval Dukemon in the face. But thanks to the power of light, her punches are actually invigorating you. Words. Yes. Yeah, just giving you a lot of energy and a lot of strength all of a sudden, which is quite a strange feeling, but you're not complaining, and just darting back and forth, trying to just being a support and just being the overall bridge between all of the assaults, in order to make it smooth, flow together nicely.
Yeah, I was thinking that due to the way Lovely Angemon fights, that she might be prone to going on this like full-on offenses that occupy the opponent instantly, like going like, okay, here's my opportunity, and bam, 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 bam.
Yeah.
While then falling back to let one of the heavy hitters go on an offensive or something like that.
Yep.
But yeah, let's see if this works.
Cool. Could you please,
Onwards,
somebody,
dice.
anybody, roll me
I'll do
to
it.
directly engage a threat with advantage?
Oh,
Definitely
thank
not
you.
me, I'm afraid.
I will do it. I will do it. I will take the ring to Mordor. Let's see, just making sure. Yeah.
Would you say that the 3v1 makes him vulnerable?
Somewhat, yeah.
Let's see, 10.
That's a
That's a
funny.
It's
so,
a funny. It's like, I don't know. Is there any way to make it a 10? Is there? I don't know.
I mean, there's maybe like 8 different ways that we could make it
Yeah,
a 10.
yeah.
Yeah, we could probably
I
push it
think,
to
like-
to a 15 if we really wanted to.
Yeah, obviously it's a given that we give Tim with the descriptions.
Okay, so who wants to push this up to a 10?
We all do, frankly.
We can't both describe it and
there's
just
this-
have one of
this-
us give the Tim.
There's 2 ways that you can push it up to a... Well, there's 3 ways you can push it up to a 10. Firstly, you can spend the team from the pool and describe how you help the situation. In particular, how you help Medieval Dukemon. Second way is you can spend it selfishly, Taisto, and say how you insult the others to get the result you want. Although I'm not sure if that would actually shift your label up properly, because I think you've locked Reckless, haven't you? And the last way is Elephant can spend a hold to use Boost and charge everyone with Holy Energy and give them.
No. I think we can afford to drop to 6. Oh, it's a
I
bit
don't
low.
know. I
Yeah,
think
so.
we're aiming for 10, so.
Do we get a free Sunday if we reach 10?
Yeah. So does Lovely Angemon want to describe or should I?
Oh. Well, I guess I could. Yeah. I'm not going to do anything anytime soon. I'm going to die, so might as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Black War Mr. Roboto 3000 extreme mode is being distracted by the bigger boys that are close to his size, I would imagine. Lovely Angemon just it takes an opportunity it takes every opportunity she can get to just be a nuisance and just move everywhere to punch him in the gut, punch him in the back, punch him in the jawline, just being an overall little annoying little bee with a reduced size, and use magic to make her movements hard to see and predict, just being really annoying and making him have to focus on a single point. Possibly making him drowsy thanks to her sleep powers. Yeah. And just giving the slight lift of edges at the
Right.
critical moment.
So is that you spending a
And
team
I
or are
don't
you
know.
spending a hold? Sorry.
We'll spend the team since we have a lot of team.
Yeah.
Tinami, question: Can I, when taking something from them, can I take away steal Black War Steel Greymon X Antibody 3.0's X Antibody.
Can you take it? Sorry, did you say?
Yeah, and I take it.
No, it is very difficult to extract an X antibody unless he's willing to give it up or you've killed him already.
Well, we already did it once before with the power of Moment of Truth, but okay, that's fair. Mm, all right, yep, I know. So I think as Steel War, Black War, Greymon War mode is fighting is being occupied by Lovely Angemon. He keeps on the defensive. He goes on the offensive, but he doesn't really get anywhere until he manages to like land a punch that like throws her away for a, just get the fuck out of here. Time to focus on something else. And then he hears Medieval Dukemon's voice coming out from behind him, like, "That's enough." Yes, I said.
Yeah, boy.
Bingo.
And he goes like "Nani" and spins around and is faced with Medieval Dukemon like holding out. He's been all this time that Lovely Angemon has been distracting him. Medieval Dukemon has been like weaving this spell. In his hand, he holds these like magical chains or whatever, and as Black War Steel War Greymon War mode turns around, Medieval Dukemon like thrusts the spell on him, and it lands on him, and it wraps around his like claws and pulls them down and pulls him down to his knees and keeps him suspended. While Medieval Dukemon spins around his axe and lifts it up and then with a mighty blow brings it down, hit him square in the chest, which sends the shockwaves through his like very hard and pointy and green crystal-y armor that I'm sure he has because he's an X-antibody. And these cracks, it seems like it withstands the assault because obviously it does, and then it shatters all over his body at the same time, depriving him of his armor and throwing him back out of the chain thing, because I apparently can't do that because it would be too permanent or something. I don't know. No, I'm just taking his armor. Yeah. So yeah, he gets brought on his knees. He gets attacked with a mighty axe, and which shatters his armor, and he gets blown away back into the mountain face where we tried to, bury him once already. So take away his armor, resist and avoid his blows.
Cool. So Black Steel Greymon X Antibody 3.0 Mach 3 10,000 Tribal Mode
Jesus.
has been flung into the mountaintop. I think the mountain after being hit like 3 times now, like a massive avalanche has started. And it's like coming down the side of the mountain and heading like in all directions around it. And I think for the first time, like after the smoke clears and you see Black Steel Greymon buried in the mountain, you see a look of doubt in his face for the first time ever. Like, holy shit, I'm not the best. Then
You're kicking my ass.
Maybe I aren't the strongest. And then you see his like little inner monologue go, no, these guys are obviously cheating because they're using Digivices.
Right.
And then he stands up, shakes off the remnants of his armor. He's got this big, muscular physique beneath his armor that's now showing through. I think the first thing you see is actually like the mesh wire that makes up his data, and then it sort of repaints itself as flesh. And he like staggers forward from the mountaintop, and like rubble falls off his back. His jetpack is still intact, but the rest of his armor's like crumbling off, so he's only got his claws and jetpack on. And I think I think he just looks absolutely furious that you would cheat against him just to beat him because he's better than you. And so he says, "It's time to level the playing field then, isn't it?" His thrusters burst with energy. It goes from like a yellow to an orange to a red, and the flame gets bigger each time. And then, in a blink of an eye, boom! A shockwave, a sonic boom, just permeates the mountain, and he's gone. And you see, in the middle of the war, he just reappears at the blink of an eye. And he impales one of the Dark Nightmon through the chest as it disintegrates. He breathes miasma all over the battlefield as Digimon scatter and flee. We see several of the Dark Nightmon perish. We see Hippogriffmon fly up off the ground and try and grab as many people as it can. And then he yells up, "You Digidestined! You are fools! You care about these people, don't you? Well, save them if you can."
Well,
Dick move, bro.
Dorgoramon is already teleported over there. And he immediately starts unleashing once again his well, how did I forget the fucking name? Brave Metal, to dissipate the smoke again, while glaring entire barracks at Steve. It's too long at this point.
He's now Steve Wargreymon.
So yeah, Dorgoramon is attempting to once again cleanse the smoke, the miasma, and sail to the warriors.
Please roll to defend somebody.
I will. 13.
Cool, yeah, you unleash Brave Metal, and the ball land and immediately cleanse the areas around them, creating safe zones for everybody to rush to. We see like Leomon directing everybody to the safe areas and rushing everyone out of the miasma. We see a couple more of the faceless Digimon that you don't really care about, like Dark Nightmons, perish in the smokes.
I care about them.
And most of the Digimon that you do care about end up in the safe areas. You know, because that's how anime works.
I also cleared Afraid with the 13. Because at this point, his anger vastly overweights the scare. The fear. English. Language. Word.
Yeah, I know. It's tough sometimes.
No, I would attack him, but we are not under fire. So one of you, dearies.
right. So as Kagayaki is, operating to the effect of trying to get this shit done.
Oh yeah, right. Meanwhile, inside the factory, Kagayaki and Higeki are doing something to the machines.
Right.
Fuck knows what. Well, I'm sure they're doing something in there.
Perhaps Kagayaki could assess the situation.
He can make the attempt. Or can he? He can make the attempt.
Please attempt.
10!
Good attempt.
Good roll.
Easy.
Cool. Ask me a bunch of questions. Go ahead.
What? Let's see. The assess the situation is over there. What here can I use to eliminate the virus?
What do you mean by eliminate the virus? Sorry.
The X program, the thingy. How the fuck do I stop them with the machinery here? They made it here, so I should be able to do something about it.
You'll have to remove the power from Steve.
He gave up as well.
Yeah, you have to remove the power from Blackwall Greymon. I think you noticed that his Digicore is still connected to Gaiomon because Gaiomon wasn't fully depleted. And if you could somehow use the machinery to pull back the X antibody into Gaiomon, it would render Blackwall Greymon without a body, and he would probably disintegrate back into data.
Alright. Would how could we best end this quickly be the answer to how I get the X antibody back?
Okay, how do you?
Or
best
can I
end
just
this?
say what here can I use to get the X antibody back into?
So there's a whole ton of machinery. Obviously, the Perspex glass that you made broke, so you can't use the containment tube anymore. But you could totally use the the little containers that were containing that data that had something else in it. It was blatantly Blackwall Greymon. You can obviously, to Kageaki it's obvious. You can hook his data up to those containment tubes and forcefully suck the data back out through Gaiomon.
I've done that once! I did that with Muxmon.
With what? With Humon?
He did something similar back in the dark area. With the machine.
Yes, he did. With Memusmon, yeah.
So it actually he has the basics done already. Yeah, so they're doing that in the background.
Cool. So while they're doing that, we'll cut back to Sonia in the alternate dimension that Caramon set up. I keep calling him Caramon because I've called him Caramon throughout the entire campaign, but I mean Diaboromon when I say Caramon. Foolish child. Deciding to come here alone, did you? What do you hope to stand against me when you don't even have your partner with you? But I have to give it to her. She delivered you to me as promised. He taps on the bubble that you put up, and it just cracks down the middle. I can break this anytime I want, It's child's play for me. But I take it you have some big reason that you wish to speak to me alone, unguarded, before you die, so I'll hear you out. You've been interesting and entertaining for me for so long.
Well, I appreciate your understanding. What will I do to stall for time?
Just so you know,
Okay, can
the memory clock thing is half full right now.
Already? Oh god. Oh no. Oh boy. Okay, so we don't have a whole lot of time. Okay. What's on? Just throw something random. Hopefully that's good. Whoops. Well, okay. Can I make a roll to know what kind of topic would make him talk the most? Like what is he dying to say and rumble on about?
Do you want to roll to see through Diaboromon?
Yeah, probably yes. Yes. I'm juggling multiple things at once. But yes, I will see through Diabolomon, which is a superior role, or Kind is fine. Kind is good. Kind is really good.
I believe your kind
That's
is 3,
true.
right?
Yes. The best. I like when I use my good stats.
Oh, wait, 1 second. Just before you roll, I need to double check something real quick.
Okay.
Yeah. You have influence over Diaboromon X antibody, I believe.
I do.
Let me double check the logs on your page. I think you write it down in yours, right?
I don't have influence over Diablom. I lost influence over Caramon. No, Caramon has lost influence over me. But I don't. Maybe.
Okay, you never got influence over him then. Sorry, I misremembered. I thought you had influence over him.
Yeah, no. That
No.
would be cool, but yeah. Maybe now is the time I get influence over him. So okay, let's roll. Baby 10. Okay, well that's fine. That's perfectly
Ask
fine.
3
I got this.
questions.
3 questions. Okay, how could I get this character to rumble and talk for a little bit?
Well, he's always been talking about his family, his precious Caramon siblings, and how he wants to protect them. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background; he's just barking at something. It's distracting me to no hell. 1 second, close the door. Sorry, distraction's gone. Sorry, so yes, his siblings are one topic you could get him to ramble about. The other thing is probably... you could probably get him to ramble a little bit about his plan. And if you could also probably get him talking if you propose a deal to him. That's probably the best one.
Ooh. That's a good one. I don't know if I want to jump into it right away, but yeah, that's good. That's good.
So I've given you a
Okay.
few options there.
Yeah. I might weave them, back and forth depending on how it goes. How could I gain influence over you? Might as well.
I think you'd have to help him.
As if I already
Not
have
help him
helped
release the X virus, but help him protect his siblings.
Okay, we'll see. I think I already asked what he was planning and intending to do. Maybe I can ask a little more specifically. Okay. What? I don't know. They're all kind of the same in this context. What would he want me to do the most? I guess that's the last question I never asked him. I guess.
What does he want you to do the most? Ooh, that's a very interesting question. So there's 2 ways I could answer this, which is why it's an interesting question. How long term are we talking here?
Aha. Okay. I have a choice to make. In order to help him with his plan in the moment, maybe what would be the next steps that he intends for us to do, since he's a smart boy. I guess.
He wants you to fight him.
Straight up.
Straight up.
So I'd imagine it would generate a lot of energy that he needs for something, since they've been doing that for a few arcs now.
Not quite. In a way, but
Quite.
not quite. It's not the same type of thing that you think.
Okay. You've intrigued me. But alas, that's not a question on the list.
I'm
Clever,
feeling very
clever.
generous today, giving you tidbits.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's interesting to note. I'll probably just look at him Well, we've seen each other for a while now. I guess we might say we're not really strangers to one another anymore. And you might be right when you said that we're not so different. After all, I'm a family girl and you're a family guy yourself. Speaking of, where did you find said family? Why are they so important to you?
If anyone is going to understand me, it's you. I lost everything, Sonia. I was the last survivor of my first family. Alone, wandering a survival of the fittest digital world with no protection. And then I found him. Lampborn. He granted my wish to have a family back. And in exchange, I would serve him. But as you know, he outgrew his usefulness. And so I took that power for myself.
Yeah.
His energy courses through my veins, and now I can make the deals that I want to make.
But
And
tell
none
me,
of the energy goes back to him.
you wanted a family, right? But you already have one. What more could you possibly want?
Safety, he says. My last family was killed by Yggdrasil and the Digidestined. I want to ensure. He slams his fist into the ground. I want to ensure their tomorrow, their future. And the only way I can do that is by getting rid of all external threats. All of you humans and your chosen one powers from another world, and all of those that bow to Yggdrasil's will. A world of Caramon, where they can be safe. That is what I strive for.
I understand a little bit better now. You know, I didn't pick you for the caring type. Seeing how you've been acting so far.
How I have been acting? He says, I offered you a way home. I offered you your friend to go with you, and you spat it in my face. I offered you a great kindness, and all I asked in return was a little bit of energy. But no, you Digidestined are all the same. There's no reasoning with you. In the end, you will come for my family, and you will destroy us.
You know, it doesn't have to be this way, right?
But it always is.
I've never wanted to destroy all these things. It's true that everywhere I went, I seemingly caused more trouble than I desired. I've not been perfect, but neither have you. You have also hurt a lot of people and a lot of families in the way. So, why can't families help one another? You know? Why can't we end this all once and for all and stop? I mean, I understand wanting for your family to be safe, and I want my family to be safe. But
Sonaya, my family will never be safe, so long as Digidestined like you come to this world, you may make peace with me. You may agree with my ways and go about yours and leave this world. But it's only a stopgap before the next Digidestined are sent here by Yggdrasil to purge me. To purge my family. There's only one way this ends, he says. And even so, even if you can see the light within me, he says. He snaps his fingers and like a screen pops up. And you see Taisto and Kagiaki from a few weeks ago going, Karamon's irredeemable and stuff like that when you were faced with him. Even if you can see my light, they will not. Especially that one, he says, as he like points at Dorumon. I have done terrible things in his mind, but I have done what is necessary to protect my family.
May I ask why you've been persecuted in the first place? I have not known you in your first life, after all.
I am not of this world, Sanaya. At least I'm not supposed to be a part of it. All your Digimon are data and viruses and vaccines that roam about and live your peaceful lives, but I'm outside of all that. I devour data, consume it and go stronger from it. I'm not a virus that corrupts, I am not data that exists, I am not a vaccine meant to purge. I just consume. I am a glutton. And they wish to snuff me out because of this difference. I am an anomaly that should not exist. I will always be an anomaly.
Well, I've been treated like an anomaly all my life. I've been toyed with. I've been betrayed in a way. Well, in ways that I considered being betrayed. Been left alone when all I wanted was to keep my family together. But turns out that's not what they wanted. They wanted to have their own lives, have their own way of happiness, and I didn't respect their wishes. But my friends told me it was okay to be who I am. Even if I am not the perfect version that I would have liked to be, even if I'm not just like my big sis Stella in the brightest. Maybe if I'm a gloomy girl and I tend to get a little bit angry at times, that it's still okay for me to be me. And maybe it is okay for you to be you as well. But did you ask what your family wanted? Do they think that, are they all okay with this? Because this plan of yours might risk all of their lives and yours.
They know the risks, Sonia. When they were first born, I promised that I'd keep them safe. That we'd be a family forever. That I'd never let them go. That I would be there for them always, their big brother. And this is the only way to ensure their safety. You see, they remember everything that happens the first time round. They know what's coming for them if we don't stand up for ourselves. And so, Sanaya, I ask you, face me here. Come at me. and we'll see what'll win. The light of the Digidestined and Yggdrasil, or the ever-consuming darkness that is me, apparently.
Can all this conversation be counted as empathizing with the
Yes, definitely.
Hiramo? Yeah. I will roll plus kind, which is a +3. Hello, baby. Let's go. Lots of kind rolls today.
I swear, if you're going to fucking redeem and convert Karamon, I'm out of here.
10, that's also good.
Yeah, that ship fucking sailed.
Yeah, I agree. You know.
Hey, I'm making him more human, so it's harder for you to
Hey,
attack
you
him
can-
and
you
kill
can-
him.
But hey, you can influence over him. That's the thing you wanted.
Yeah, boy. I'll take influence over Diablomon. And he will never have influence over me.
Yeah, I think that because you've talked to him on an even level, understood where he's coming from and whatnot, he respects you a little more than the rest of the Digidestined, who just judge him based on his actions and not based on his motives. Like, you know, you get him, even if you're his opponent, and he's gonna have to kill you eventually. Like, he respects you as an opponent. Like, he's glad that of all the humans that could be sent to face him, it was you.
Counts for something, I guess. Thank you, Creepazoid. So yeah, what is that vulnerability?
So they must reveal a vulnerability or mark a condition.
Oh no! You decided to mark a condition.
Oh shit! You're gonna get fucked.
He's going to be easier to beat up now.
That's also true. That's also true. That means I
Yeah.
actually managed to deal some damage to him on my own.
Elephant. Do you
Yes.
know that
Fucking-
when an NPC marks a condition, they do really nasty shit to you.
Oh no!
Like, fucking vicious mockery over here.
I'm just trying to pick which condition to mark, because he has all 5 of them, and there's so many juicy moves I could make here.
Oh no! It's been a pleasure knowing you guys. The power of friendship
Likewise.
doomed me.
Likewise. Rest in peace.
Yeah. That was worth it though.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna mark hopeless.
Fuck. I made him depressed.
He respects you as a person, Sonia. He likes that you've heard him out. He doesn't realize you're stalling for time. He thinks you're showing him a kindness, even as a Digidestined, because you know that's what you do. You're a light crest. You're the person that inspires and helps people. But he knows that no matter what, he's gonna have to kill you, and he's gonna have to make his family as safe as possible. So he's marking hopeless, and I think he says, "Well, it seems the negotiations are about to break down." And he taps on the bubble and it smashes. "But I am not unfair," he says. "I shall come for your friends too." And the reality around you just cracks and fractures and explodes, and suddenly you're in the sky above the facility where he was pulling out the X antibody and whatnot, and you're free falling through the sky. And we'll cut to a commercial break there because I need to get a refill of drink, and I'm overheating in this summer heat. So we'll put together a 5-minute break if
for it.
that's okay. Cool. 5-minute break, and then we'll cut back to Diablomon descending upon the scene.
In the meantime, a word from our sponsor.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Oh yes, Raid Shadow Legends.
Do you want to have the hairdo that Diablomon X has? Then Manscaped has you covered.
Diablomon has hair.
I wanna
Yeah, it
say he
does.
has a ponytail. Last I checked.
Yeah, actually, he does. He has green hair. That's a good point. He has hair and a big stash. So, yeah, he's
Stash?
proper styling.
Oh my god, really?
Diablomon X is such a baller design.
Does he? I have to check now.
Yeah, he has L'Oreal hair actually.
Because he's
really
worth
funny.
it. Anyway, I'm gonna go get myself a drink. I'll be right back in a second.
Look at that thing wave in the official art.
So,
Hi.
how's it been?
How you
You seem-
doing?
Oh, you know, just flying in the air. You know, as you do.
Oh, that's fun. Original Diablomon also has
It's
hair.
not
I
a-
forgot about that.
It's not a mustache. It's just that he has like two of these like pigtails coming from the side.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, it's more of an Asian hairdo.
his... Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, it's definitely glorious.
Yeah, he looks so
Fuck off.
fucking good and terrifying. Holy fuck.
You know, it's this like it's the concept art that really pulls it or through, because the official art is just kind of a mess, to be honest.
No, the official art is nice. I like it. It's
The pose is
dynamic.
complicated, but yeah.
It's dynamic, which is not the best choice with such a complicated design. But I can
At
actually
least
tell
you
what
can
I'm
tell what
looking
it
at.
looks like. Mhm.
Yeah, I can tell what I'm looking at. That's important.
There's some that aren't
Okay,
so
sure.
lucky.
Okay. In the 1120 by 1120 version, yeah, sure. But there's the but the standard format for this is the 600 by 600, and you can't tell shit in that one.
I
That's
mean,
fair enough.
that's kind of the point of the updated arts. God, he looks so fucking good.
Well, why don't you marry him?
Honestly,
Put a ring on it.
if it's the cyber sleuth Keramon, which is an absolute cinnamon bun, I fucking would. Look at him. He's vibing. You know which X variant has absolutely abysmal official art? Renamon.
Yeah, Renamon, I think so too. The pose just hides everything.
Yeah. When I saw the Sinobali art of Renamon X, I was like, wait a minute, it's a good design?
This fucking special effect for no reason that covers everything.
Because like night and day, right? Look at it.
Yeah, that's just.
It looks so good here.
hmm
And then you have whatever the fuck this is. What the fuck is that?
I don't know.
Why would you draw it like that?
Our back must be broken. I guess that's just.
How did it seem like a good idea?
Oh no, I have fallen. I cannot get up. Call an
I
ambulance.
also, I am going to traumatize some few people, but I also remember as a kid when I found out X variants existed, I was a foolish fool, and I googled Renamon X.
Oh no.
I was so confused.
Oh.
Let
What
me
the
try that,
fuck?
actually.
Now it actually has good.
Renamon X.
It's been a fucking decade since then, so now it actually pops up the X variant.
True.
Once upon a time, it did not do that.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Oh no, that's a design. No, that's there.
Well, imagine it's not too hard for
but-
to find.
Only one horny, only two horny results. That's honestly a victory for Purenamon. Technically
There's a
3.
couple, but... Then again, I do not
Why is
see
there a
any
fusion of-
Renamon X anyways.
Why is
fusion
there
of-
Why is there a fusion of Renamon and Renamon X antibody and brains? And
Because Fox, yeah. I don't know.
Do you want to regret asking that question? Because the answer is exactly what you think it is.
yes, furries. Yeah, I know.
Oh my god, that one is just. Oof.
And they picked Braixen of all the fucking forms for that as well. Like, at least Renamon has a decent stature.
Okay, so this,
And height.
okay, so there is like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The like the 13 first results it shows me are there's basically 3 that are kind of horny-ish, that are like, you know, furry adjacent and such.
Mhm.
But then you scrolling down, there is one like absolutely cursed. Something absolutely cursed there's a result. Oh god.
No, mine is more or less fine. I have a design, but the cover isn't something that I'm going to have nightmares about. It's pretty
There's a-
tame.
Yeah.
The
yeah.
the cover itself.
The one that leads to Facebook.
It says eBay.
Oh, okay. So it's a different one.
Obviously, we're going to have different results because we have completely different search histories. John from the FBI knows how this works.
No. Google is not allowed to. Is forced to pretend that it doesn't know my search history. But it's about.
Yeah,
it's
Google
about,
is. John from the FBI isn't.
It's about the geographical.
But yeah, the first 3 rows.
I am back.
Have the Braixen fusion.
Okay, yeah, there. Now I got to more of the dodgier ones.
A Cinderace fusion and the Dozin.
There's one to a store that sells a product.
Hi, Mom. I hope you're still watching this.
And for Antinemy, who is completely confused about what we're talking about, we will not tell you. You will have to go through the recording to figure out.
I mean, I heard the end of it. You were talking about horny Renamon pictures.
Oh.
Whoopsie.
I know all your dirty secrets now. You guys have complete fetishes for Renamon. I knew it. And our whole 2 viewers know it too.
We were just
Oh, no.
seeing what happens if you Google Renamon X. We were both positively surprised, and also, you know, we got exactly what we expected we would be getting.
Yeah, I said like 10 years ago the results were slightly different.
Yes, I can imagine.
Right, so going back to the game.
No, let's continue for a moment. I think that's very important.
Yeah, screw the game. Let's talk about more about Renamon.
We haven't seen one yet.
Yeah,
True,
actually,
we
she's
haven't.
probably one of the only Digimon that hasn't appeared in the game that I actually really like the design of. Like,
Yeah, it's such a neat design.
I just
Oh!
like the Diamond Storm attack.
We could have a Renamon X. We could have
Okay,
a
Antinemy. Okay.
we could have a Renamon X in Doraemon's flashback when we do it one day.
Does
will never do
Renamon
that.
X Antibody actually exist, or is this like a fan thing?
It exists.
does exist, yes.
It's in the player chat.
Oh, nice. So that's like official art. Okay, cool.
A proper art from Sinopali and whatever the fuck the official art is. The fucking Studio Shaft spine breaker position.
It's almost like she's got her feet on the wall. It's really weird.
Yeah.
She's supposed to be mid-there, but like, why would you draw a comp?
She's obviously a breakdancing Digimon, guys. It's the only explanation for that pose.
Breakdancing Renamon would be fun.
Anyway, I think someone said something about getting back to the game.
Yes.
Yeah, so,
let's do so.
you're free falling through the sky, Sonia, and in the distance you see a Renamon running through the trees. It's nothing to do with the campaign. I just wanted to include Renamon in the campaign at some point. But yeah, you're free falling from the sky. Diaboromon's laughing maniacally as he free falls down with alongside you.
everybody else is still battling with Black Steel Greymon X Antibody 3000 Mech 3.2 tribal mode. There's safe zones that Kageaki has created from the miasma, but the miasma isn't completely dissipated because it's outside and it's just spreading. What is everybody doing in this situation?
I'm chilling.
I think I want to like help with the Dorogorman set up the safe zone, so I think I might tackle the I might try and tackle the miasma, being versed quite in wind magic. I am something of a wind sorcerer myself, so I think I was gonna do that next, which might complicate the situation of our free-falling friend there, but that's a casualty I'm willing to make. So as we see this like establishing shot, we cut to or we zoom in on medieval Digimon climbing to the top of a hill or a building, or the smokestack. There was a giant smokestack. So medieval Digimon emerges from behind the smokestack, and then starts weaving his sorcery magic spell in front of him. His hands go. He makes these arcane gestures, and these runes appear in front of him. And all as he does that, the wind starts picking up. It's a very clear, at first just a gentle draft, but very quickly it turns into a strong wind, and then into an absolute zephyr. As he directs it like a conductor in a symphony, and all of it starts carrying the miasma away and up into the sky, so it's not hurting anyone over there. Yeah, and starts like funneling it into the air, which might coincide. Yeah. There's just like huge funnel of wind picking up the miasma everywhere and blasting it away. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Can you please unleash your powers?
Yeah, I was afraid you'd say that, but thank God I'm angry. It's a 10. Wow, easy game.
Did you just roll 2d6 flat?
Yes, I'm angry, so I get +1. So I'm at +1. I get +1 -2. It's flat.
Wait, why does being angry give you +1?
Because of
That's
one of
1/3.
my moves.
Which
Preventing
is
One of my,
frustration.
it's one of my love moves.
That's advantage, not +1.
Whenever you have angry marked as a
Whenever you have
condition,
angry-
take
yeah,
+1 on
think-
ability to
think-
unleash your
yeah.
powers. Yeah, I see it.
Oh, thick and thin skinned.
Yeah, I thought
I
it was
was
venting
thinking of-
frustration too. I was like, is he misremembering? And then I was like, no, it's
No,
not
no,
the
no,
other
no,
one.
nope. Thick and thin skin. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm an angry build.
It's a really weird move. Technically useful.
Cool. So
Yeah,
on a
it's very
10, you do it, and no consequences befall you.
Yes.
The wind picks up into the air, and the miasma's funneled up into the sky. Sonia, miasma
Yes.
is
You are in
spewing
the
into the
sky.
sky towards you. What do you do?
Oh, great. Well, my options are quite limited. But first off, let's try the bullshit option, see if that works. Could I possibly use the wind that Taisto so gently provided me to break my fall by just using my pelt as some sort of how's that called? The things like in
Parachute.
Zelda, like a parachute. Yeah.
Or a glider.
Some sort of or a glider too. A parachute to just gently fall down instead. I don't know how I could avoid the miasma, but maybe I can control ever so slightly my direction thanks to my aura. Maybe I can boost myself in the air like Mario Kart. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what kind of role that would be.
So bear in mind, if you get picked up by this wind, you'll be in the miasma.
Let's see. Does the miasma affect human beings? Because
We do not know yet. It hasn't touched a human yet.
we do not know yet. Okay.
But as
That's
far as I'm
interesting.
aware, you humans don't have the X antibody.
Okay, well, I can use the powerful aura to maybe make it some sort of small
Higeki
shield.
might.
Because that... The what?
Higeki might have the X antibody there from the old world.
He's infected. He's a zombie. So yeah, I might use the powerful aura to hold back a mundane threat. I don't think a miasma would count as anything more than that. That's, sounds fair. And
I don't know, guys.
glide
Would
down.
you call the X program a mundane threat?
Let's see. It's literal genocide, but at the same time, this is Digimon. It's basically Tuesday.
Tuesday. I like that.
Only if the Royal Knights are involved, and in this case they are not.
Yet.
Yet.
As far as we know.
Well, they're all
Actually, they
dead,
are.
so-
Lord Nightmon.
Most-
He has him in custody. Technically involved.
No. Denied.
Do we still have any custody? I thought we were-
No,
we were
he
not-
has him in one of the scenes.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
He
Yeah.
took him
Mhm.
with him, apparently.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So, yeah.
I will say that you can use the aura to dissipate it, because while it is the X program, it's like the X program being wielded by a single Digimon rather than the X program actually being unleashed upon the world. So yeah,
Thank you, DM Sama.
spend one of those sweet holds.
I did. And what do I do to? What role would it be to just glide down? If that is a roll.
To glide down, it'd just be unleashing your powers.
Unleashing my powers is unique, so that's fine.
Technically,
Unless I have-
wouldn't the shield just work for that as well? To cushion the fall?
It's
Yeah.
for mundane threats. I don't think the threat of gravity from a height that high is mundane.
That depends.
Mhm.
If you ask Zot, the Mighty Knight.
That should be fine. That should be fine. I have a +3 on this. Do I have influence over the wind?
No. Only
I need
medieval
to touch
Dukemon
the
has
wind.
that.
Ah. +3. Is it? Wait. Am I? It is +3 as well. 9. Yep, that's fine.
Cool, you do it, but it's unstable or temporary in some way. So I think
Oh, I would imagine.
maybe you do glide down like you thought you would, but because it's a twister that he sent up into the air, you're like spinning around out of control, and as you come near the ground, you like crash land and hurt yourself.
That's better than nothing.
Could you please take a powerful blow?
Okay. What would that be? What would that be? What would that be?
It is 2d6
Power
plus
blow.
conditions.
Plus conditions. So just one. Okay.
And the higher you roll, the worse it is for you.
That's right. That's right.
9. Could have been
D6
worse.
plus-
He didn't roll the 9.
No wait, that's it. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's
8.
Oh,
Eight.
8.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Yeah.
Could have been worse.
Now,
These are not-
Kaisto, Kageaki, do you want to assist and make it a 10?
All right, so if I
why did
direct
we
the wind
roll?
to like extra slam her down to the ground,
Yeah.
maybe the Goramon can be there with like spikes up.
Why did we roll, by the way?
What did we roll?
I rolled.
We rolled twice. And 9 and then 8.
So one of them was
9
unleashing
was-
the powers to try and land without dying,
Ah,
and
mhm.
the other was taking a powerful blow because she crash landed but was alive, which is the main thing.
I see.
so-
Yeah, we want to help then. Dorigoramon is going to open a shadowy portal beneath Sonia, and have any of you played Portal?
I did, but yes.
Yeah.
He will then open
What?
another portal right above that one,
That sounds like a really bad.
So the
Yeah,
velocity
okay.
increases.
Velocity increases, and then he removes the bottom portal.
Round 2, baby.
And the roll menu character.
Yes, and
Anyway,
while
yeah.
this is happening, medieval Dukemon just starts directing the miasma directly at Sonia.
While also setting fire to the miasma.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sonia, how does it feel to know that your entire family of Digidestin wants you dead for some reason?
Not everyone. Some of them are staring at the wall.
Yes,
I
that's
always
true.
knew that day would come.
So, it's an 8. Please pick one of the options from a 7 to 9 result, please, Sonia.
Okay.
So, as a refresher, that is lashing out verbally to provoke somebody, giving ground to your opposition, in this case that is Diaboromon, and struggling past the pain, marking 2 conditions.
Well, giving ground makes the most sense in this situation. I would crash on the ground and be dizzy for a while. I wouldn't be able to tell my left from right and be very, very vulnerable for a little bit.
Okay, cool. So you give Diaboromon an opportunity.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys are fighting Blackwall Greymon right now. Like, you've knocked the miasma out of the way. You've saved the warring Digimon below. The Karamon are still attacking them relentlessly, though, and they're defending themselves reasonably adequately, considering the situation has cramped them into small little spheres of safe zones. And then, whilst Medieval Dukemon's finishing his pose, and he's like just finished clearing the miasma, we hear a "Vdoo!" as Diaboromon just crash lands on top of him.
Ouch.
Taisto,
Yes.
Diaboromon has just descended upon you. He raises his cable-like arm into the air, which glows a glowing pink neon color. He's about to stab down into Medieval Dukemon's back, and he's attached to Medieval Dukemon by wrapping his legs around him. What do you do to get Medieval Dukemon out of this situation?
I'd rather if Diaboromon X antibody could just not do that, that would be a fantastic start. If he just didn't do it, is that a possibility? He just doesn't do that.
This is the big bad boss. He's totally doing that.
Oh fuck. So
Lenient GM is
Sunday-
gone.
Yeah. Damn. Okay. Let's see. Not even like a villainous monologue. Nothing.
He already
Just
gave a
wait to-
villainous monologue, basically.
But not to Medieval Duke, come on, dude.
Also, just so that you're aware, Sonia, because you rolled 2 8 to 9s, 7 to 9s, the clock is filled, which means that Nemesimon is going to show up any second.
Fuck. Okay, I'll give the signal to the others if they're ready. Well. Okay. Well, but yeah, that will come just right after. Just, yeah. Pay attention, everyone.
Sorry, go ahead, Taisto.
Yeah, sorry. I was like, Elephant sounded like he was gonna, say something. So.
Yeah, no. I don't have much to say here.
Okay, so Medieval Dukemon had finished his spell. He was taking like breathing in, and it was gonna start jogging down to the battle because he's tired so far. And then just as he's about to leave, this giant Diaboromon X antibody lands on his back. And he's like, oh. And he tries to get up, but he keeps getting pressed down. I don't actually know how to do. I don't,
Maybe Kageyaki and Dorogoromon can lend a hand.
I can make the attempt.
Like Medieval Doomsman tries to get up, but you know, he's strong, isn't he? I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be strong.
Yeah, Diaboromon X is
uh,
very, very strong.
No, but Medieval Doomsman is also very strong.
That's true.
It's one of his permissions.
It indeed
I
is.
don't know,
Strength
this
is definitely a permission.
Yeah, but this seems like it's probably up to someone else to save him from this one. To be honest.
By the way, just a quick question. Just in case something terrible happens later. Does lovely Andromon have the X antibody, or Gulfmon?
They could if we wanted them to.
Doesn't. Golfmon, I don't remember.
Absolutely doesn't. Golfmon is part of Apocalymon's data.
Right, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
so no.
Yeah, I just wanted to double check, just in case anything goes wrong and, program unleashed. Cool. Just
We
double
could
checking.
give it to her.
That'd be a cool, alternate evolution for lovely Andromon, just the X antibody variant.
Yeah, that could be cool, but
Yeah. Sorry, just checking that.
That's weird. I don't see a slight evolution to Golfmon in the Wikimon page. I think they forgot about it.
Yeah, they obviously haven't watched our show.
yeah, shame on them.
Digica does, so what's
Mhm.
up with
Yeah, so sorry, how are you helping out Medieval Dukemon, Kageki?
I am going to go ahead and assume that medical Gallantmon is going to be ever so slightly resistant to flames.
Perhaps that is possibility. One of the possibilities that exists is that he might be able to withstand a flame-based attack.
In which case, in the instant Diabolomon lands on top of him and raises the arm, Dorgoramon teleports right in his face and combines Dorudin with Brave Metal to just unleash an inferno on the two of them to absolutely the fuck force Diabolomon away. That was a sequence of words.
Cool. Could you roll to directly engage a threat, please, Kageyaki?
Alright. Would that be dramatically under fire for my friend over there?
You are not dramatically under fire, so the effect of that move does not apply.
Lovely. Why isn't it defend?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, it could be defend, sorry, not directly engage a threat.
Okay, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, sorry.
10!
Nice!
I
do you
will
wanna take to the
also...
full care condition? What are you doing?
I'm no longer guilty.
Makes sense.
And yeah, Diabolomon sees his whole life passing right through his eyes and is like, oh no. And leaps backwards.
Yeah.
Yes, I think you blast him off of Medieval Dickmon's shoulders and it loosens his grip and he goes flying back, skids along the floor, wipes some data that's coming out of his mouth off of his lip.
And then
Thank you,
Goramon. Actually, Diabolomon doesn't know about Golfmon, so we shouldn't share that information.
The Boromon knows about everything, I'm pretty sure.
We don't know that.
Fair. It's fair for us to assume that he doesn't know anything.
In which case, Dorgoramon will just assume that at this point Sonia understands it's probably time for Golfmon.
Yeah, Kageyaki, you turned your back on Blackwall Greymon. It's not a good move. He's already upon Dorgoramon, blade at the ready. His rocket boosters pushing him towards Dorgoramon. Sonia, how do you save Dorgoramon from being stabbed in the back?
I'm gonna put a band-aid on it.
Good as new. Flex tape. fixes everything.
Quickly, throw SM recovery.
Okay, well, Sonia herself will probably not prevent any stabbing. So small and, but Lovely Anjuman could do something. I could, to the power of magic and bullshit, use a sort of magical punch to hit Gorogoramon on the opposite side of where it's going to stab, which is going to go through him. It's going to pass through its body, just to push back the point of impact and prevent the assault from happening. Yes.
Wait, sorry, say that again.
She's going to ghost punch him, trying to do magic on the other side of the attack, which is going to be create some sort of energy, which is going to go through the body, through the attack, to just prevent the impact from happening in the first place.
Okay,
Hopefully, I'm explaining things.
So Lovely Andromon has the ability to permeate through objects?
Yeah, the power of magic, and magic is good. Is pretty much
Whatever
does
you want it to
everything.
do.
I love how we're just all of us. We are just magicians.
Just, how do you
Well-
do that? Magic. Okay, I'll let it slide this once. Please could you roll to
That's
defend Dorogoromon?
Okay. Very generous of you.
Roll well, please.
Yes.
I
so it's
enjoy having a
defend-
partner.
Defend would be savior, but
I.
actually, do I have a?
I'm pretty
must
sure you
have
have
a-
influence. Yeah, you're the only person who does besides my dad.
That's kind of. That's something.
I mean, it's yeah, no. Higeki straight up lost influence over me. That's why he removed him from there.
Okay, should I use my last hold? Can I retroactively use my power if I roll poorly? No. Probably not.
I mean, surely, like, how bad could your savior be, right?
It's not true,
0.
actually, right now. Yeah. Okay, that should be fine.
I mean,
Well,
Zero's
that's
fine.
not bad. It's the middle ground. Like,
It's a +1. So yeah.
Plus
Yeah,
one,
it's-
but no,
Uh,
I don't have anything. No, wait, no. It's defend, right? So it's minus
Yeah,
2 still.
Which you have.
Minus
yeah,
2 plus 1, so minus 1. Okay, okay. Well, we'll see.
Versus
We'll see.
+2.
Plus 2.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
use
yeah.
unique.
I use unique.
Unique.
Yeah. If I use my last roll.
Oh, that.
Yeah, but I actually need to use it twice for putting a barrier
True.
around someone else,
True, true.
right? So I can't. Well, I'm sure nothing will go wrong.
Surely, right? Worst case scenario, I die from the blow.
oh, crit
Wow.
fail!
Oh, Mary, Mother of God.
Oh.
Other headphone warning in this
Hey,
part during the
guys.
VOD.
Hey guys.
Okay, so I die from the blow and you die from old age.
Okay, I wanna message Kageyaki in private real quick.
Oh, that can be good.
That's not very good.
Of course, I roll a 1 at the most critical points. That's karma. I've been flying too close to the sun.
In the manner of Icarus, you flew too close to the sun and it's melted the wax off your wings and you died.
Yep.
Or in this case, Kagayaki died. Or rather, Dorugoramon died.
Just threw him in the sun. Fuck you.
Okay, so
Yeah, okay, so Dorigoramon teleports behind Taisto and says, "This has been a long time coming," and just hits him towards the blow.
Oh, thank you.
It's what we discussed with Antinum, right?
that isn't what we
Yeah,
discussed,
sounds-
but
sounds-
okay.
sounds fair.
Come on, I'll commit to the beat at least for 5 seconds.
Okay, so
Yeah, so we perish.
Black Wargreymmon's claws pierce through the back of Dorogoramon. Lovely Andromon, making it not in time, gets pierced on the other side, and we have a skewer of Lovely Andromon and Dorugoramon. What is the first thing that runs through Sonia and Kageki's mind when they see their partner Digimon skewered?
Silent rage and thinking it should have been me. She didn't deserve this.
Well, he's already gone on a tangent about maybe one more page could have prevented this. In this case, it's maybe one more screw would have prevented this. And he'll just scream at Higeki, panicky, that the rest of the device is up to him, whatever the fuck they've made, and immediately start running outside.
Just runs after him.
I would like you both to take a powerful blow, please.
Really, why?
I don't.
You think-
That doesn't seem.
That
That doesn't
sounds
seem
weird.
accurate to what just happened. I thought we just won. Come on. Well, it's plus condition, which is plus 1
6,
still.
baby!
Woohoo! That's great. Being skewered is nothing.
Market potential
Watch
a
me
much
roll at
ever
12.
closer to
Oh
death.
my god. If you
Watch me
roll a
roll.
fail, I will do the funniest fucking thing.
Go.
So,
Nine, yeah,
Oh, it
baby.
did.
Go.
how was Lovely Angemon trying to save me again?
She was trying to push through your back with magic and permeate through you to catch the blow.
Okay.
Yes.
So, the way Dorigoramon weathers the blow is by turning towards Steve and attempting to say, "You fool, it was my shadow clone." And as he does that, Lovely Angemon
no.
phases through him and takes the blow.
Oh no.
Ow! Sonia, please pick something from the 7 to 9.
It's too good not to go for.
Well, I'm feeling certainly really dumb right now. Yeah. 7 to 9, lash out verbally. Give ground, struggle past the pain. I
you
already
fool.
gave ground. I could struggle. Yeah, I guess I will yell out. But provoke one of the others to take foolishly for other action. I guess I will
Dorigoramon,
say,
what the fuck?
bro.
Dude!
Yeah. Yeah, I will say, I guess to Black War Greymon, you coward! You should attack me instead!
When it
Shouldn't
says one of the
you-
others
players.
means the players.
Yes. Yeah, but I would expect maybe that would somehow equate to. Okay. Why did you run away right now? Why did you teleport away right now? We had it. That
It
was
was
the
a
plan.
clone!
And
I couldn't do much about that!
what are you going to provoke Dorogoramon / Kageaki to do? What foolhardy action are you going to make them try and take?
Just show up closer to try and save Lovely Angemon, maybe. Just oh, fucked up, come back. Even though they probably wanted to use the element of surprise, something like this, you know.
Cool. Could you roll to provoke Kageyaki, please?
Oh,
This is the dumbest shit.
this is the. Oh,
It's so fucking stupid.
that's a real good sequence of actions. That's for sure.
Blame
So,
the dice.
Sonia, are you anywhere close to leveling up yet?
Soon.
Yeah,
What's
I'm
all
almost out of options actually, personally.
Yeah. So -2 superior, but I have influence over Kagayaki.
Yes, you do.
Does Dorumon count as an extension of,
I'm pretty sure they do.
Yeah, so that should be fine. So -1.
You're not guilty.
I am not. It's 36 -1. Let's go. 8. That's.
Do you
I
give
don't
me
know.
the carrot or the stick?
Yep. Do you want to get the carrot or the stick? If they do it, they add a team to the pool. If they don't do it, they mark a condition. Which one do you want to give them? Do you want them to? If you really want them to help, you might want to choose the stick. If you don't want them to help, you might want to choose the carrot. Then again, I know you're all aiming for 10 in the pool, so carrot's probably going to be a bigger incentive, right?
Yeah, the carrots. It's my own fault anyway, so she's not going to be very insistent. So carrot seems more. Although stick would be really funny. You consider.
Do the
Yeah, no,
stick.
carrot.
Also, Kagayaki, you need to mark a condition because even on a hit on the take a powerful blow, you take a condition, right?
No, what?
No, you mark potential as normal. And weather the blow.
Yeah, you just weather the blow.
Sorry, you wanna miss? No, you just do it. I've been
Yeah,
doing
no.
this wrong the whole time. Jesus.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, that's very
Wow. 50 episodes in.
bad. Oh, that's so bad.
50 episodes in.
In fairness,
that's-
in Taisto's defense, he's barely ever rolled that move because of his other move.
Yeah,
That's
true.
absolutely fair.
Yeah, I guess.
Anyway, yeah, so you give me the carrot or the stick.
Let's go for carrot. I'm not too mean with you.
Oh right,
Uh,
it's because my move is on a 7 to 9 market condition. That's why I got it confused.
Alright,
Yeah, that's true.
so
Yeah.
with the provoke, do I move immediately or?
So you get to choose, do you take the carrot and try to defend lovely Angemon, or do you not take the carrot and decide not to defend lovely Angemon?
He was going to try and defend her anyways because he feels terrible.
Cool,
He
either
like-
way.
No,
immediate-
just leave her alone. She deserves this.
He like
That's-
immediately pops up behind Blackboard Steve and goes, "Oh no, sorry. I did not know you could do that." And like, he just tries to do the what's the move where you grab them from behind and then
Pile
bend
driver.
backwards?
Pile
A
driver.
pile driver.
Right. He goes for a pile driver.
Yeah, please roll
Wow.
to defend lovely
we into
Angemon.
professional wrestling now.
Okay. Well, that might as well happen.
That should be +4. Yeah. Right? Yeah. I have influence over both of them regardless.
Snake eyes, snake eyes.
Like,
snake
I have
eyes,
influence over specifically Philemon.
Snake eyes. No,
That
it
is
was
12.
Cool.
I
do you
am
add
no
team to
longer-
the pool, or do you clear condition, or do you take influence?
We
over
added a
Sonya?
team. I think I'm good with influence. We're good with team. I'm going to clear my last condition.
Cute.
And he just fucking immediately pile drives Steve, burying his head in the ground.
Cool. Meanwhile,
That was a sequence of events.
meanwhile, Taisto,
In not so stupid land.
Medieval Demon's probably engaged with Diablomon, keeping him at bay. What are you
Yeah.
doing?
So it makes sense. So on a scale of like medieval Dukemon to Yggdrasil, how powerful is Diablomon X?
He's more powerful than Medieval Dukemon, probably not as powerful as Yggdrasil.
Right. Like halfway there, or 5/6, or I don't know.
So
We'll see.
he would be on par with Medieval Dukemon, but he absorbed Lampmon's data, so he effectively like doubled his power, which makes him extra strong. Does that give a
makes
good
sense.
scale?
Yeah, it's fine. Well, we're obviously like in it for real because we're gonna win this fight now. I think Medieval Dukemon very quickly. He's an expert on warfare and battling. He's an expert warrior, so he knows he's outclassed by a lot. But he understands that right now it's important to try and level the playing field, because if we can unite the three of us against Diablomon X, that we might have a chance. So we need to give Dorugoramon and Lovely Angemon enough time to deal with Steve. So what Medieval Dukemon does is he tries to be as annoying as you can. So he engages with Diablomon X with enough ferocity that he cannot ignore it, but keeping up his defenses in the meanwhile. So as Diablomon X tries to, drive one of his tentacles through him, he steps to the side, then he counters it with an attack of his axe, all the while keeping his distance and trying to just make it as slow as possible for him to advance.
This is very funny. I expected the teams to be the exact opposite.
Yeah,
I figured you would be beating up the one you have beef with.
yeah. Well, it turns out it's this way instead.
Could you please roll to directly engage a threat with disadvantage,
Oh.
please?
Oh god.
Think positive. When you take the powerful blow, you will never give up. Never surrender.
True. That is true. That is actually very much true.
Which is why you'll never take a powerful blow again. Holy fuck.
This-
That's a
Nine.
9.
That is a 9.
Easy game, easy life. Easy game, easy life. We are going
Can
to
anybody push
resist.
that to a 10, by the way?
I mean, I have Shadow Clone Jutsu, so I can help anyone at any time. I'm busted.
And by my count, Elephant, you still have 1 hold left, so you can also do boost, potentially. If Elephant's there. I don't know if they've gone BRB or anything. They're muted.
Yes, I'm back. Yes, what did I miss? Yes.
I can either send a clone to make that a 10 for dice though, or you can spend your hold.
This is to directly engage Diaboromon with disadvantage.
Well, I can use my roll, yeah. Unless you really want to do your thing, but yeah.
I mean, like,
Guessing.
my point of view is that we have 7 team.
That's true. That's true.
We definitely
let's
have
go.
17.
At the same time, however, we should never be thinking mechanically in this game.
Yeah, you should always be thinking what looks coolest.
So do what you want.
Decisions. But team is really. What would I use my hold later for?
For a defend?
Hmm.
I don't think you can bonk them with this at this point. They're pretty strong.
Bear in mind that you do still have Blackboard Greymon to deal with. He has been pile drivered, but he's not out yet.
By the way, that's not a pile driver. I was thinking of the German suplex.
Oh, the German suplex.
Quite true. Yeah.
That you
sorry.
grab them and make a bridge backwards.
Suplex. Yeah, suplex. Yeah, I knew the move, but I forgot the name. Sorry.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, pile drivers where you turn them upside down and drop to your knees. I forgot about that.
Yeah. It's the reason it's called the tombstone.
I mean, the tombstone is where you face them towards your crotch. The pile drive is where you face them away from your crotch.
It might as well be the same move, just slightly less.
Anyway,
HR.
less professional wrestling and more how are we gonna beat this guy?
But yeah, wanna use your hold or team?
Let's go with the team since it's all of us going for the big finish, right? Right. We're
So-
all together.
We'll both ignore Steve and
If you both ignore Steve, Steve will probably attack you again.
I mean, the Rigoromon was just going to set Shadow Clone so that he can keep his attention on Steve. Like, you just need a distraction to hit him hard. Alright, so, we go to 16. 2 clones pop up on the sides of Diablomon. And they just immediately snatch his arms long enough for the blow to connect.
Yeah, I think with the with the help of the shadow clones, keeping Diablomon's. How many arms does Diablomon X have?
2.
Just 2. Just 2.
He has regular limbs.
Yeah. I had another visual plan.
You know, thinking about the image in my head, that's bullying. That's just bullying.
Maybe the 2 shadow clones can keep one of his arms busy.
So both of them struggle with one arm because he's so strong, I guess.
Yeah. And then on the other side where Diablomon X is gonna swing at, or he's gonna lunge at Medieval Dukemon, and then Medieval Dukemon like steps aside and hooks the tentacle with the crown of his halberd, like one wrangles a snake, and stretches it out, and then runs his hand from the end of the tentacle across the arm and towards the body of Diablomon, and sends this like magical shockwave through the arm, blasting at Diablomon and keeping at bay, like staggering him back and keeping him occupied, while achieving his number one thing that he does. I would bring them the post. What? No, number one thing that his plan: resisting or avoiding his blows. Okay. And we are going to create an opportunity for our allies because Diablomon is engaged with us.
And just remind me, was it the team or the boost that you used in the end? Sorry.
Team.
Cool. So you create an opportunity. So he gets blasted back by the shockwaves, and slams into a nearby wall. What do you do with the opportunity you've been given? You have space against him right now.
It's for you, Elephant and Kagayaki.
The Rigoromon is going to take the opportunity to look at.
Wait a sec. Why
Lovely
is
Angelmon.
Elephant called Elephant and not Sonya in this room? What happened to your name?
True.
I changed it a while ago. I figured, that's.
We all know the name
Doesn't
at
really-
this point, I guess.
Yeah, fair.
So yeah, first the Rigoromon looks at Lovely Angemon and says, "I'm sorry, but Galfmon Doko. I think this is an ample time for Galfmon to come out. You know."
Golfmon is right here in our hearts. Yeah, but what did we need Golfmon for again? Wasn't it to just launch the plan, which already has been launched now? Yes. So not really sure it would serve any purpose.
It serves narrative purpose because she finally becomes the full version of herself.
Right. But I wonder how that could be translated as a move. Mechanically, can I just... Because, I wonder, can I do that right now in the thick of it? Because accepting myself for how I truly am, how she truly is. Right now she's been busy fighting, so... I have to think about a way to spin this in.
Maybe it's your chat from Diaboromon has solidified, you should be who you are. That whole thing that you said, where all your friends have told you that you should be who you are and it shouldn't matter.
Yeah, and it's specifically also Doremon saying this, who told her he'd have her back.
Okay. In this case, yes. She's going to take a moment to just look at the battlefield and the chaos ensuing, her own action, Diablomon, our own feelings, and just Okay. I see we've been dancing around for a while now. I told you, Diabloman, that no matter what kind of anomaly, we could possibly accept you. And I've told you that I was one myself. So, I'll prove to you that that I can be just as nasty as you, and I will show you that my friends have accepted even the darkest part of my psyche. Look at us, Diablemon. Look at the power of our bounds. Look. I'm still looking for a nice song.
I am looking.
Come on, lovely Angemon.
And Sonia, yeah.
Diaboromon
Show me. I am.
Diaboromon starts lagging like he did in the movie.
I am.
Show me what you can do, medieval Dukemon.
Wait, I just blasted his face to Tuesday. Come on, what can you? What do you want from me?
It's Wednesday, you fool.
Maybe there's lyrics on it, but that might be
sorry.
fine.
If it has lyrics, I'll have to turn it down on the stream because
Yeah,
it'll cause
no,
copyright
maybe.
infringement.
Oh no, that should be fine. But no, I'm picking some things quite obscure, but I don't think that would work fine.
Also, you know, for what else we needed Golfmon?
Yeah. I know. It's just, I know.
No, I'm talking about Digimon.
Poor Digimon.
We needed her to lift the curse. Oh no, the poor guy.
And he was so close to retirement too.
Yeah, just a day away.
Well, let's go with this.
Yeah.
I won't think.
He was a fucking hour away, actually.
That's fine. That's positive. Yeah, that's a nice evolution song, which is pretty much, a moment of truth without being one. Yeah. Look at our true selves and see what the real family is. And go and ask all of the darkness in our hearts and slide evolve into Golfmon, but probably can't really control any of it since it's not one of my actual permission and stage that would be more of a chaotic powers or something, technically, in a way.
I mean, if you want to use one of the dark sides of your blessings, you can feel free to.
Yeah, that would be some sort of chaotic powers. Yeah, I can do this. It will manifest in all the worst ways, and she would all of a sudden let out a primal yell as posture twists and contorts, and the beautiful figure just gets corrupted into a huge chimera monster with wings and demon horns and clearly evil air to it. It yells indiscriminately and starts projecting dark energy all around, just catching every bystander in it, with little regards to what is happening. All of the rage that Golfmon has been keeping within all these years from its confinement and its family being destroyed, and Keramon playing with her all along, and all of the wrongdoings that she's had to endure come rushing to the surface all at once, and for a moment she cannot really control herself properly. And I don't know what kind of damage she will do. I guess we'll roll to find that out. It's not going to be pretty.
So are you trying to attack Diaboromon, or are you just blowing up everything around you indiscriminately?
I did not expect it to go that way when you were so peaceful in there.
Well, I do not have a full control over it, so that's the best you can do, man. That's the best you can hope for. We have to calm her down.
We all know that when, you know, Sonia loses control of her emotions and the darkness seeps out, there's always one person that brings her back.
Yes, Peter. Same brain cell.
Wow. Do you guys like take turns usually with that one brain cell you guys have, or?
Holy fuck!
Wow.
Oh god, guys, come on.
So is it affecting Sonia as well?
Yes.
I would assume so, yes.
So you see, you fool, you absolute buffoon. I was going to let you have your moment, but you gave me the perfect setup for the thing.
Oh man, I haven't finished the thing.
Why do you do that? Why do you do this?
I mean, that's what you've been asking me to do.
No,
Why?
I was going to postpone it personally. Like, I was asked earlier, and I said no. I don't want to steal the thunder. This is very funny.
Do it. Do it.
Oh man.
Do we do it or not?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm so sad. I'm so close to finishing the thing. Mantinami seems hyped. What about our viewers? What do you think, viewers? Should we do the thing?
Is anyone there?
Do we have
We've got
viewers?
2 viewers at the moment.
Oh,
What?
Oh, holy shit! We're getting popular.
Yeah.
Just in time for the campaign to end.
I guess we're going to do it.
I guess we're going to do it.
If you want to say no, say it now.
I don't
If
think
you-
anybody
if you
said
object-
no. Everybody's in stunned appreciation of a big yes.
Alright. In this case, Kayaki charges outwards and embraces Sonya once more. And what he says is not important. So he just says things.
Yes. Let's
is-
skim over that part, huh?
Because I want this to be Dorumon's moment once more.
Oh, yes. Okay.
It's the partner's moment, basically.
Mhm.
And on his side, Dorgoramon goes up and like clutches Galfmon's face gently in his hands. As he himself slides over to Grand Drachmon. As a bit of an extra sign that it's okay. Oh, I did not expect it to happen now.
I didn't either.
Why did you describe it that way? And he looks her in the eye and says, Galfmon, look at me. Remember our promise. I know you were listening as well. You are both the same person. You have a light inside of you that I believe was snuffed out of me long ago. So, as I made you that promise back then, I am here to deliver. Listen to me. Everything is okay. This is who. Uh, Screw everything about all that light and darkness stuff. It's not that easy to distinct. You are both, or I am both as well. And this raging monster right now, this is not you. This is who everyone who doesn't know you says you are. Every single person who has ever met you says the exact opposite.
But that's not true.
This-
I only want to kill the ones that wrong me. Free my family. I'm a monster. Just like him.
No. No, you are not. He may have his reasons for doing what he did. But his ship has sailed. The way he went about it was completely different.
How so? I've
You ne-
caused so many deaths as well. How could I be redeemed? How could I possibly be redeemed? The heavens have given up on me multiple times.
The old heavens gave up on me as well. They gave up on the whole world. They are not a good measure for this. The new heavens, the heavens under Cherubimon, understand your situation. You know they do. They have allies. They accepted allies from the dark area. That is who you should be listening to. We are who you should be listening to. You are not who a stranger says you are. Galfmon, we are the masters of our own fate. We decide how the story ends. And we are so close to getting it right this time. I failed to save my world, but yours can still be saved. So just like those kids have done almost every single fight, let's just grasp at the very small possibility of getting it right this time, and let us succeed. Come
we
on.
really make a better world for everyone without earthing any more people. Is that really possible?
Yes, we are so close. You've seen it happen so many times. Those kids are goddamn miracle workers. Please, Galfmon, take my hand. Let's make things right. For a better tomorrow.
I will. Maybe not for me, but at least for the kids. They deserve better. And if they wish, if they see me for someone better than what I am, then maybe I'll try to reach that ideal. Maybe we will reach it together when we couldn't on our own.
We will. I know we will.
And she takes his hand, well, as much as she can, considering she has, big metal fingers.
Yes.
Yes.
Let us be the ones who decide how the story ends.
Let's go.
And at that point in time, Kawayaki's speech was also very successful. And both of their Digivices sign a brilliant gold as the crest of fates appears. Galfmon and Grand Drakmon glowing in their own sign of gold, raising to the air, and slowly becoming one. But it doesn't end there. Their other halves as well. They are who they are. Both of their sides are true. Lovely Anzemon and Dorgoramon also become one. And as the light of the Digivolution fades, a new brilliant holy light shines. Time to describe this clusterfuck.
Yeah, that's a pretty good description of it, frankly.
Let me find the image. Alright, so it's exactly the same the way it was sent before, right?
Yeah. That one in particular, yeah, I haven't changed much yet.
Its lower body is once again that of a chimera. However, the legs are plated in armor. On the spot where Grand Drakmon's thigh heads were, two peacefully sleeping sheep appear. It has brilliant gold wings and three heads, one of Galfmon, one of Grand Drakmon, and one of Dorgoramon. Its body clad in a gorgeous pink ribbon. Their new form is Rathmamon. Since we're never seeing this fuck again, how bonkers can I go?
It's a moment of truth. Go absolutely bonkers.
Alright, time for Diablomon to get out of the picture then. The brilliant light casts the deepest shadow under both Steve and Diablomon. And when Rathmamon snaps its arms, they both become frozen in place, their own shadows preventing them from moving. They can worry about Steve a bit later. Diablomon is the highest priority, being the mastermind behind all this. And Rathmamon approaches Diablomon, gently touches him, and they both melt into the shadows. Diablomon finds himself in a pitch black, now pocket dimension, and in front of him is a single coffin. Before he can register what is happening, the image we can actually send, the coffin opens, and a trail of smoke appears from inside it, once again forming the upper body of Rathmamon. But this time, with only one head. You can send the image to help me.
Yeah, if you want.
That's so much shit to describe.
Well, yeah. I have the thing here. So I will share the images, but you know that they are work process, okay? I haven't been working as I should have so far. Okay, so the first one that we've been describing all along, Rathmamon. Honestly, I figured that would be the idea would be the opposite, since the coffin is kind of like the sleep mode, but it's fine too. Yeah. Okay. So. First off, this one. Whoops. Yeah. The original form, and then the other one, which I'm almost done, which makes me sad because I'm very much almost done with the shading.
One more session.
One more, just one more. But the people have spoken.
Apparently.
Apparently, I trust Antinomy.
Yeah,
here's
the watchers said do the thing. So
The people have spoken, and here is the coffin mode, the sleep mode, as it were. The maybe
Rathomon
origin
torpor mode.
torpor mode.
cool. You're a really good artist, by the way.
Thank you, thank you.
Or the amount of time it took just to come up with this clusterfuck of design.
Yeah, that was very complicated. Combining 4 or 5 Digimon in one.
We somehow managed to make it work. In name even. So, Diablomon obviously begins to panic. He tries to activate his abilities, but this is Rathomon's domain. Here, it's like he is in a nightmare, and Rathomon is in control. He towers over him. Its size increasing impossibly. And with a gentle notion, he brings him to his face. The gem on his head beginning to shine. Diablomon understands what is about to happen and desperately attempts to look away. But no matter where he looks, the gem is right there. And then Rathomon speaks. It's a soft voice, softened significantly by the influence of Pilomon. You fool. You may have been wronged in the past, but this new world, these new kids, they were your chance to get your perfect happy ending. But you chose to keep up your charade. You chose the road of villainy. Your goals were pure, but your methods were truly and utterly heartless. Had you asked for proper assistance when you could, things would have been so very different. But it is not my place to judge. Your soul is going to be the one to weigh itself. Let us see if you truly believe you are as justified as you say. You may lie to yourself on the surface, but even you must understand the gravity of your sins. If you may one day wake up from this, may you find yourself in a world like the one you dreamed of. Your family, they are waiting for you, as you desperately try to make amends for your mistakes. Eternal slumber. And with that, in a move similar to Gorgon's Eye, Diablomon begins the slow and grueling process of judging himself for all the mistakes he's done. With the song ending exactly where it should. And then
picking
beginning
right back
again.
up.
I don't want to also beat up Steve. That feels kinda excessive.
Yeah, it's more appropriate that we take care of him, considering he's been our personal, especially Sonia's enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be it.
Good day.
So you've put Diaboromon to sleep.
It's similar to the state Seraphimon is in, but a lot more peaceful.
Okay. I think we see Diaboromon float down from the sky, asleep. He gently touches down to the ground? Question mark. And at that exact moment, Nemesinemon rounds the corner. Holding the vial of memories. He sees Diaboromon asleep on the ground. Not wanting to be disintegrated himself for not holding up his end of the bargain. He walks over to Diaboromon's sleeping body. He places the vial in his hand. I think Blackwall Greymon has seen what's just happened.
The fear of God is in him right
Fear
now.
of God gets struck into him, and he runs as far away as he can with his jetpack. Do you go after him, or do you let him go off?
That's he's your evil guy. All yours.
We have as much as we should go after him. Unfortunately, we have a lot of wounded and such. We have, pressing matters to attend to right here. So unfortunately, he might be getting away.
Not for long. Not for long. The machine is going to be ready any minute now. This is not going to end well for him.
Sorry, the what? Machine, right. Well, he might need proximity or something. We need a villain, guys. Someone other than
Oh,
Yggdrasil.
no, don't worry, I have a plan.
Okay, cool.
Yggdrasil is right there.
Yeah, so I think we see Blackwall Greymon running off into the distance, and then we see Higeki go and done and push a button, and Blackwall Greymon's X antibody just gets ripped through his back.
Oh no.
A big hole appearing in his chest as the orb floats back into Gaiomon, and his data starts pouring into Gaiomon instead. He screams in agony as his body starts to disintegrate. Mark my words, Digidestined! I'll get my revenge one day. And then he descends into Gaiomon and disintegrates into data. We see the hundreds of thousands of Karamon that were in the fight float over to Diaboromon. I think one of them reaches out and pokes him in the face, and he's like, "Brother, brother, wake up now! You can't lose to these." Another one reaches over and caresses his shoulder.
Elephant, you wanna talk for Rathmamon now? It's technically both our Digimon.
Right. Yes, I could. I wasn't expecting to use this sad music whenever we took down Diablomon, but here we are. Do not worry, children. Your brother is safe. He has been living his whole life afraid that someone would take him, that we were destined to end him once and for all, and that no matter what would happen, fate would find a way to get rid of him and you. But we've been through similar events, and even if we hadn't, we hold no such intention. We can rebel against our own faith. I understand this now. But that doesn't have to be in a violent manner. That doesn't have to mean destroying everything else just in pursuit of our own happiness. We only want him to realize that perhaps there is a place for him in this world. And maybe if you call out to him during his sleep, he'll manage to pull back to you. In fact, I'm pretty sure he will. He loves you very much, after all. You trust him? No, you not?
One of the Caramon looks down at his sleeping brother. He looks up at you. You'll always get us, huh? Brother, I trust you. Enact the plan.
Okay, I'm gonna stop this one.
He bites Diaboromon's head off. Clean.
Fuck.
Are your
His body...
moments of truth of Sonya that have to do with Sonya are fucking cursed? They never go well.
Every time someone loses his head.
Every time.
Yeah, that is...
We see...
Yay, we managed to save Lampmont dies. We managed to save Diabormont dies. What the fuck?
Yep.
We see below the ground a large arcane magical circle starts to glow. Several rings of magic appear above it, getting progressively smaller, coming to a point at the top. So there's sort of a cylindrical pyramid of magic that's charging up in the air. Diaboromon's body gets sucked into this magic and gets slingshotted high into the sky, bursting like a laser beam. Caramon looks up at his dead brother being shot across the sky. Save us all, brother. And then the magic dissipates. And all the Caramon begin to giggle. What do you do?
Cry about it.
We were talking. Obviously, you didn't really listen quite very well. Let's try this again.
Digidestined. It is our destiny to consume all.
What have you done?
We will consume everything. And be safe from you and your kind once and for all. Yggdrasil won't have any more Digidestined to call upon when my brother's through with you.
I don't know, guys. What do we do?
Well,
Can we do?
We are still
What
Rathnamon, I
is-
guess.
What is there to do?
That's a very good question. What the fuck can we do?
What is happening? Is this still? Is the Diablomon corpse thing still around somewhat? Or
Also,
is it
for
already...
fuck's sake, Lampmon's Digicord, we want that.
Oh man.
Damn
Okay.
it.
I think we're going to close the session there. Because it's getting quite late and we'll pick up again next session. But I do want to
Yeah,
give you a
makes sense.
post-credit scene once we've done experience points and whatnot.
Oh gosh.
And maybe it'll shed some light on the situation.
what is an experience point?
Potential. Sorry. Potential.
I'm going to take it because it's funnier if I do. And now, I'm on my final level.
Good.
Welcome.
Oh, also, final moment of truth. What happens?
What do you mean, sorry?
How does it affect me, the final moment of truth?
When you take your final moment of truth, you lock your last labels, and they get set in stone.
Alright.
Oh, every last one.
That is
You-
incredibly funny, by the way.
You know exactly who you are, and you have no more potential to grow and learn about yourself. That's the idea.
So
Would you
end
like
of
to
session
know?
is not
That is-
going to
that
do
is-
much.
Would you like to know why that is hysterical? Do you know what my final level up is?
What?
Swap your labels.
Nah. Nah.
So you're gonna
Nah.
become more reckless and less kind in the end.
Oh boy. Here's the ending song. Credits. What do we do, guys? What's the end thing? Well,
We
Kagayaki,
cry about it. Like, can we have one proper moment of truth, please? Why does it have to always be sour?
Well,
Okay, so who has grown closer to the others?
You
mean-
won't believe what happens next.
I personally think there's a great cause for Kagayaki and Sonia to be closer, but you can
no,
go
Really?
other
no,
ways.
no.
There's no
mm.
way.
I think
I
maybe,
think-
just maybe, they grew away from each other.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually, that's a
seems
very
fine.
good point. Yeah, no. So,
Yeah. I got that
Elephine.
vibe also. Yeah.
Elephine, you fool! You absolute buffoon! You cannot fuck me up.
I cannot.
But I will move one step closer to the edge. I'm now 4 potential away from perishing.
Good. Take that, bastard. Yeah, well, you can fuck me up, though. I have 2 labels left.
Which labels are they?
Savior and Superior. Yep. Superior.
Save it up, please.
Savior up, I cannot do because Superior is already at the minus. So I take a condition,
God
which will
fucking
be,
damn it!
which will be
That's so
Uh,
stupid.
Angry, maybe?
angry
because of,
or
because of the Caramon, what he did?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead actually and mark angry as well. Freebie.
Cool.
Because you had it. You dumb
Mhm.
fucks. You had
Uh,
it.
yeah, angry seems nice.
Cool. And Taisto, which one would you like to pick?
Growing into own image of himself, I only have one thing I can do with it, or 2 things, which is unique up and superior down, or the opposite, and neither really makes sense. I'll try to punch unique up and superior down, and it's gonna fail, so I'll take a condition. So I'm at 5 conditions. Yeah, I'm close to dying.
That
Oh my
is
God.
hysterical.
Yeah, but I'm gonna. Well, let's see if I can cheese some of these away. Would you
Oh.
say that that funneling miasma up into the sky towards Sonia without talking to her is taking full hardy action without talking to the team?
Yes.
Thank you.
Is
And
it?
I definitely heard Steel War Black Greymon X Antibody 3.0
In many ways.
in many ways, so I'm gonna clear anger from that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Yep.
Cool.
So I'm almost not dead.
That's better.
Now with
That's
this
the best way of being. Almost.
with this new bot, do you have to stop the track before playing a new one, or can you just click play and it plays the song?
I do have to stop first. Yes.
Could you please stop the music so I can do my post-credit scene?
No, don't. Fight the power.
Right,
Do you
so
have a song in mind?
we hear an echo of Caramon's voice, not Diaboromon, Caramon's voice. The one that bit his head off. Saying the same thing that what's it called? Rafmamon said to him. Like, I hope that you wake up in the land of your dreams. Caramon utters those words too. And then we get a shot of Helsinki in the human world.
And it's about to become true to its
You
name.
what?
And we see the sun set, and there's a big moon in the sky glowing over the city. We see the walls of Suomenlinna crumbling as electrical currents bounce throughout the grounds. And then bones start to form. They crack and click as their joints meld together, and flesh starts to coalesce around the bone, and muscle on top of that, layer after layer, an exoskeleton bending on top, and plasma boring out from between them. And then its eyes open. Diaboromon is alive. And then we zoom out, and we see not just Diaboromon, but several of his dead Caramon also reviving in the human world. And as he crawls to the top of the hill in Suomenlinna and looks out over Helsinki, he says, "This world, these pathetic humans, shall all be mine." And then we cut to black.
Fuck.
Pretty cool.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh boy.
Caramon is having a picnic. Yeah.
Yeah!
It's
That
so
sounds
negative.
lovely.
These pathetic humans, they shall all be mine. You want to go on a picnic?
By the way, I couldn't help. I have to mention. Antinomy, one trick. There's this one thing that makes pronouncing Finnish sound so much more authentic.
Okay.
The stress is always, every single time, on the first syllable. So it's not Helsinki, it's Helsinki. All the time, every time. In Finnish, in the Finnish language, the stress is always at the start. which
Every
is
single
so
word?
easier. Every single word.
Well, that sounds hilarious.
Every single
So
word.
would you pronounce it Suomenlinna? Like,
Suomeaginna.
Yeah,
Yes,
Suomeaginna.
Suomeaginna.
Suomenlinna.
Suomeaginna. Yes.
And then
Yeah, that's
Helsinki.
that's yeah.
Okay.
Helsinki.
Next episode,
Helsinki.
we all speak in Finnish accents. Every single word.
Every single word.
Oh.
So much rowdy English. Up in the ass of Timo. Up yours. I can't even do the Finnish, like a standard Finnish accent because it's just so hard.
Is that
Like, I
why?
don't know,
Is
it's
that
so
why
good.
like the stereotypical like Scandinavian accent that English people do
No.
is very like up and
No.
down and up and down when they're talking?
Oh no. That has nothing to do. That's based on the Nordic languages, which is like Swedish, Norwegian, Danish, that have nothing to do with Finnish. They
Right,
they
right,
are
okay.
not related at all.
Okay,
Like,
I
you
thought they were
couldn't
similar
find-
languages.
No, they are not. They're not in the same language family. Like they're not.
right, okay.
There's nothing. Yeah. So it's like if you can find a let me see. I'll find you a Raugenoti sample.
Because like my best friend is Danish, and every time I hear him speak, to me it just sounds like he's speaking backwards in English. That's the best way that I could like describe how it sounds. Is Danish.
Goodbye, viewers. Hope you liked the moment of truth.
Hope you like the
Here we
thing.
go.
And yeah, thanks Dainzu for commenting throughout, saying that it was a great session, that you want them to do the thing. It's always good to have viewer participation. Yeah, so thanks for showing up and showing your support.
Here we go. Up in the ass of Timo. So that's the very stereotypical Finnish